going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
And this King Tiz in the building. Tune in every Monday.
Night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night. Every single Monday night. To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
All right. Welcome back to Late Nights with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony. Right next to me is our good friend and special guest, Joanne King, a.k.a. JoJo.
Hola.
And then right next to her is the one and only Miss Nat Boogie.
What's up,
Miss Nat Boogie. And then we have our good friend, Jacob, in the house, filling in. Last minute.
Let's go.
Last
minute, guys.
Night.
Friend edition.
It is Friends Edition.
Friends
it is
edition.
kind of cold
Fiesta
outside right
Friendship.
now for some reason. I don't know why.
A little chilly.
But a little chilly. I want to start off the show by saying thank you for all the love and support from everyone that had texted and talked to me wishing my heavenly mother's birthday today.
Yes, happy
awesome.
heavenly birthday.
Thank you. Shout out to Melinda. I wish I would have taken some pictures and actually had the gifts. She gave me incredible, amazing gifts that are priceless. And
What are they?
It's like a portrait. Well, how do you? What are those things that you call where you paint on? What are those called?
Canvas?
A canvas. Okay.
Yeah.
So she got a canvas and she has a Cricut, and she was able to print out this image that it looked like me and my mom sitting down. And our backs, you know.
That's
So
awesome.
it looked like us sitting down and basically talking, and then she has this beautiful quote on there. So it was
like
just
a silhouette.
yes, something like that. And
Very
so it was
awesome.
just very amazing, very touching. And then she made another one where it had all of us, our family, Jocelyn.
Nice.
Excuse me, her daughter Jocelyn, herself, myself. And her two boys, Jacob and Justice, and then of course their girlfriends, and it was just like our family all together in one.
That's deep.
And so yeah, it was just amazing.
That. That's
Yes.
really cute.
Yes, and tonight we decided to. Traditionally, we usually go to El Chaparral because that was my mom's one of her favorite restaurants. But we were deciding just to go to the second option, which was making her favorite dinner that she would love to make when I was raising, she was raising me and my brothers. So we ate some chicken tacos, but they're not the traditional chicken tacos. They're more, you get the corn tortilla, you get shredded chicken, you wrap it up in like an enchilada format way, and then you put cream of chicken soup.
Damn,
you warm it up.
that
you
sounds
put
good right now.
You put the
It
cream of chicken
does.
on
Sheesh.
top, layer it on top of it, and then lettuce, tomatoes if you like that, and then it's like an enchilada, but we call them chicken tacos. I usually never talk about this, but I feel that every time I share or put a picture up, a lot of people ask me, what is that
it?
sauce?
Oh,
it looks
man.
like cheese, and I'm like, no, it's
It
actually.
looked good.
It
Show us a
sounds
picture.
good.
Yes.
I didn't even see the picture. I need to go
So
check out your.
I'll
It's on
show you the
Facebook?
picture. No. Well, it's on the storylines. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So I'll definitely go ahead and share that again. But and then we had a lemon meringue pie from Bill
Yum.
Miller's because that was our
That's
favorite
good.
thing. Yes.
Dude,
Man,
that's what Jasmine likes.
yeah.
I don't even. I told her. I'm
Those
like, I
go
don't like lemon
hard.
meringue, key lime. I don't like any
Key lime
lemon
is the
shit.
best.
I don't
So,
like any of that stuff.
I've tried other lemon pies from other places because when I tell people like, hey, I like a lemon pie, so they'll I was trying to show her to go ahead and do it. So I share that with people, and then they try to get me to try different lemon pies. I'm just like, you can't beat Bill Miller's. Bill Miller's has the best lemon pie
Luby's
in my
has
opinion.
good pies too.
No, Bill
Bill
Miller's
Miller's has
lemon pie
like,
is good.
I just
They
like
have
their
pie.
pecan pie.
So
Pecan.
Pecan. I'm the same way.
Pecan.
Pecan or like
Pecan.
chocolate
Pecan.
pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
That's my
Pecan.
favorite. I'll go in on that.
I want to give a shout out to Annalise. She's one of our She's one of our
What up, Albert?
She's one of our viewers, and she made me an amazing chocolate pecan pie last year.
Oh, nice.
When I moved into my new apartment, it was
Aw.
right around the holidays, She homemade it. So shout out to Annalise. She's one of our, like I said, regular viewers, and it was fucking amazing. That's one of my favorite fucking
I didn't get
pies.
a slice.
You didn't. Shout out to Jasmine. Your show didn't. I ate that thing myself. And shout out to Jasmine too, because she has made some amazing fucking chocolate.
Really?
Yes.
Jazzy?
For some
She's
of
a
our
cook.
Friendsgivings in the back day.
She's a cook.
Back in the day, she's made some amazing ones
I
too.
haven't
so.
tried any of your pie either, Jazzy. What's going on?
I haven't had any pie either, Jasmine. Come on now.
Hell yeah.
Did you share it on yours?
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
I did.
please, everyone that's tuning in right now, please make sure to share and continue to tell your friends to
you do it?
subscribe to our channel. We do appreciate the love and support. Episode 206.
There you go.
And, over the weekend, I had a really good, productive weekend with the party buses. We are in prom season.
Oh, yeah,
So
It's a big
it's just
season.
amazing to see all of our partners get booked up and see all the services. We did have one incident that wasn't that well. One of my partners, Mark, he has his business, he has his party buses, and how we collaborate is I have a lot of partnerships. So there's owner-operator agreements, and then we have affiliate partners, and then we have managing partners. So it all ties underneath at least one LLC. And one of our buses with one of my partners, he was in Kerrville, and he hit a pothole, and the tire came off.
Damn.
And
the kids
so
inside?
the kids were inside,
Oh, no.
yes.
Ooh.
And so it was unfortunate that happened. A blessing that no one got hurt. But in those situations, if it was in San Antonio, it would have been like a
quick fix.
we could get someone out there or
For sure.
get a bus. But it's an hour away.
Yeah.
So it was just so hard, and all of the drivers are all booked up. It's prom season, so it's unfortunate that we couldn't do the service. The
Parents came to the rescue?
Parents came to the rescue.
That's good.
The main mom that we talked to was crying. She was like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "No, I'm sorry." And she was like, "Well, what do we do in this situation?" I said, "We're going to talk about a refund. We're going to talk about something else that we can help you out with. Maybe graduation's coming around the corner for the seniors."
sure.
I was like, "We'll work this out with you all." I said, "This is not,
Normal.
something. Yeah, it's not normal. It just sucks when something
No.
like that goes wrong. That's out of your control." So, but it's really nice to know that there's people that are understanding, and
They'll never forget
and
prom night,
so-
though.
Yeah, I know.
Never forget prom night, man.
Yeah.
I didn't go to
I
prom.
know.
But
They popped the tire.
I did a prom, and it was not fun for me.
Yeah.
nah, I never went to prom.
I didn't have
man.
a prom.
I didn't
No?
go to prom.
I was
no.
You have a prom?
I went to Incarnate Word High School, so
Okay.
like we have proms, and
Yes.
we had
I'm not a
like
fan of that high schooler.
I guess like a winter ball kind of. We had a little
Nice.
different stuff, yeah, but it was fun. I did do prom.
Yeah, we I actually did a prom service at
Incarnate Word?
Incarnate Word, yeah.
Oh,
It
nice.
was always
Yeah,
fun.
myself.
Man.
So those kids get wild. I'm like, damn. They do.
We
I
had
have
good
heard.
ones.
I have heard. I suck with YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, I never had a good
have the
prom.
app,
I never went to prom
Never.
personally. No, never.
Didn't get invited to somebody else's
I didn't
prom.
have
No,
a
so
prom.
the
Yeah,
funny
either.
thing is, like, I got invited to all the after parties after prom.
course you
Yeah.
Of course you did.
I
Jacob.
did.
Of course.
But I mean, I never went to prom, got dressed up, did the whole flower thing. No, I never did all that. I just went to I don't know, I guess I was kind of a rebel.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're Jakey. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
I'm
that
like-
we,
So you
we
didn't
would
go to
expect
prom
that.
either?
I didn't have a prom. I actually graduated from homeschool.
Okay.
There you go.
So I went to Churchill for the first my freshman, sophomore year, part of my junior year, and then the rest of my junior and senior, I was homeschooled. So I did not have a prom either. But I did go to homecoming a few times. But
They just go all out now. Like I look at
Oh,
my
no,
friends posting on
oh
their
my gosh.
kids' prom dates. Those
Yeah.
dresses look like they're expensive.
They really
Hair, makeup, the whole nine.
go
They're renting
all out.
like
I feel bad for the
Corvettes.
kids.
Like yeah.
that
True.
went to school during COVID, and they didn't even
get
get
that.
a fucking prom.
No.
Remember, they
Yeah.
didn't get a prom. They didn't get to do they didn't get to walk the stage to graduate.
No.
They didn't get to do any of that.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
walk
all
the stage to
virtual.
graduate either, but it was just my situation was a little different. I was homeschooled. They weren't homeschooled.
They
Yeah,
got
this is like
duped.
COVID.
So I
Yeah,
feel bad
2020.
for them. I think I don't know if 2021
was
had
just
that
like-
issue too, but
Well-
I feel bad for those kids. I'm sorry, but it's what you should do, because you remember you were thinking about it a couple years ago, the prom
Redo
makeover.
A
Yeah, the
COVID
prom
Rerun.
do-over for all
You were
the
thinking
kids that
about it.
missed
You should
prom.
do it again.
no, that is something that it would be really nice. But when we were thinking about doing that,
But it was during COVID.
we didn't. I know
So we couldn't do it because
we
it was
couldn't do
during
it.
COVID.
Yes, but when we thought about a redo, we just didn't know if a lot of the students would care, because you got to think about some of them not being
Moved
in
on.
San Antonio. You
They
know,
left. Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I think
and
a lot
also
of
they don't
them
want to
care.
relive the
Yeah.
2020. You know,
No one
No,
wants
but
to
that's
relive
like,
that.
but honestly, I think because that's such a monumental like thing in your life, as especially as like a teenager or a high school kid is going to your prom. So I feel like there was a lot taken away from those kids in those years, where I think they honestly would really fucking truly appreciate being able to like do
The
like
ones
a
that
redo
would
or,
show up,
even if they're
it would
older.
matter.
For sure.
I think honestly, I think they would. I think you should do it, and
Yeah,
I'll go.
If it citywide, it'd be cool.
I would totally
it
be in
would
that
be
bitch.
nice
know?
because that was the whole goal, was to actually do a citywide big prom, and you know, we had a lot of people supporting it based on just the word when we were sharing it, and then you know,
What would you call it?
I mean, it's just
The
San Antonio
Rona prom.
The Rona.
The Rona prom, right? Could it, you know? You know,
I mean, because
It's
that
just
was
a
what
prom.
you
the
were
blurry
like a
vision,
2020
the
prom
blurry
redo.
vision.
It was. It
I
was
don't
like
even
quick.
remember. I mean, it might have been 2021 too. I don't remember, but like I honestly think
remember
that they
either.
would genuinely appreciate that, because that was
No.
taken away from them, and that's such a
Yeah.
big thing when you're a high school kid.
I
like
think
your
any
prom.
teenager doing that, and not to get too deep in this conversation, but
Yeah.
but I think that year for any teenager,
was
it
tough.
was
It's
hard for them
tough.
because all they had to do was be in a room, and they lost all social communication in a way that got them stuck into social media.
Correct.
But we have a teenager in our house,
I
and
did- I had
and
one
I just
too that
remember
went through
seeing
it,
her
yeah.
just in her room all the time, and then like you disconnect from people, it can do a lot.
So I got lucky with Sean because we had transferred from Taft to Breck,
Uh-huh.
and Breck is a smaller school. Like, it doesn't have that many kids, right?
Sure.
And Sean was like, you know, in the advanced classes or whatever. So he got to go to school along with some of the special needs students, the athletes. So like in his classroom, it was him and like 4 other people. So he got to go to school, but he liked it because, you know, Sean, how he is. He doesn't like everybody. He just likes some people.
Yeah.
So he liked it because he felt like
Don't
it was
blame
so exclusive. Like, it was just him and 4 other people and the teacher. He's still good friends with the teachers to this day. Like, he
Oh, wow.
bonded with the teachers. Yeah.
He made like that
actually
bond.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's more like
Yeah.
one-on-one time,
That's true.
you're
They're-
definitely gonna build that like
he
more
connected with the
the
teachers
relationship
so
with
well.
them.
He
That's
made
awesome.
some really good friends, and I've told you this. I think Sean like came out of his shell during
Mm-hmm.
COVID,
Hey, man.
like because it was so small and tiny. He was forced to talk to everybody.
Yeah,
there was
it's
like
true.
4 other people, and so it
Yeah.
was good for him.
If y'all don't know her son, Sean, he's honestly one of the dopest fucking artists I've seen. I don't know if you've ever seen any of his artwork. I know me and Daniel have because we've been to the club
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah, he's so good.
He is an amazing fucking artist. So big shout out to Sean, and shout out to Rob too, because he's one of the
Yeah.
top like athletes. Like he used to kill
He's
it on the track
retired
team.
right
Yeah, I know
now.
he's retired now, but he was killing it in the
He
track
was,
team and shit.
got injured. COVID did Robert dirty because he was
COVID
ready
did
to
everybody
go for
dirty
that
on that.
Come on.
Olympic trials, and then they canceled it. So he
Oh,
trained
that's so
for a whole
heartbreaking.
year to go to the
Burn
trials
nothing.
to be like, just kidding.
Oh.
Do it again for next year. His body, like a lot of kids, their bodies
All the
just
way-
couldn't
yeah.
do
Oh my gosh.
2 years of intense training. So yeah,
Dude.
we won't go there.
No,
But-
But he'll be in town for Fiesta, right?
He will
They're
be in
coming
town for
soon?
Fiesta. Both my babies will be here.
Fiesta.
Yeah, Sean wants a little college break, so he'll be coming in for a couple of days, and then Robert will be coming in with his significant other, Kate. So it's her
All right.
first time doing Fiesta.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
She's
shit. I don't
from
think she's ready.
Pennsylvania.
Uh-oh.
I don't think
She ain't
she's
ready.
ready.
She ain't ready.
She ain't
Yeah.
ready.
But she's super excited.
Hey.
Yeah,
I like Kate. She's cute as
Yeah,
fuck.
so
So
she's
yeah,
super
we'll show
excited.
them what's up.
And she loves San Antonio. So she gets
San Antonio's
points
a fun
because
city.
she loves San Antonio. She
Jacob
loves
gonna
tacos.
be in the streets with us. Watch out.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Fiesta, I mean, hey, Fiesta's a big event.
I just can't believe it's already Fiesta though. That shit's
I know,
crazy.
like-
Like, where the fuck did
I start.
got
where's
here
this year
quick.
going?
I'm
Like,
seeing
it's already
like
been April?
medals, like we're
I
seeing like
know.
Fiesta
Well,
Well,
medals.
because last year was a hybrid version of Fiesta because it was after COVID.
Correct.
So it wasn't
Yeah.
a really full
No,
Fiesta.
no, it wasn't full.
So
Now-
this year is the full
now
Fiesta.
it's full and force.
Nyosa is
Fiesta.
actually going to go hard 5 days. Where typically it'd only be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Now they're going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're doing all
Oh,
week.
I didn't know that.
They're going to go 5
wow.
5 days.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I mean, we're
it's
ready
different
for
this year,
Fiesta.
you know?
Well, it was the same thing for South by Southwest. This
Yeah.
past South by was more like it's getting back to its normal groove of things as
Yeah.
compared to having to miss
Yeah.
a couple years, and probably last year wasn't as dope as it's been.
No.
So I think everything's kind of just starting to get in the groove
Back in
of
the
Maybe a little
yeah,
bit
back in
normal.
motion, man.
Yes, but
gonna be good.
speaking of medals, what is this medal that you brought us tonight? Because it's really fucking cute.
So
I love
shout out to Rebate House or House Fi. There's some realtor partners of mine, and they knew I was going to have a little fiesta party that I always do.
Puro Southside.
Puro Southside.
Puro Southside.
The cool thing, it's awesome.
Puro San Antonio.
And they know how much I love fiesta, and so they were so cool. Shout out to Joey Munoz. He decided to do this for me. So he went and he ordered me my own fiesta medal. So I thought that was really cool.
I absolutely love that. It has your name on it and everything.
It does.
JoJo.
And then it is it's a joke internally, like we call it Puro Southside, because it's our first time selling houses in the South Side. It's called Vida 50.
Hey.
So try to embrace the
Go ahead and show
whole
it a little bit more.
to embrace the whole South Side. And then, of course, the community's called Vida. The colors all Fiesta.
Yes.
So it's kind of cool.
It's a nice medal.
No, yeah. So they did a great job. So thank you so much for this. And it says Viva Fiesta. These are dope. These are my first time ever having my own medals.
You know what? We need to have late nights with all access medals.
We do too. I mean, it's on Natasha.
Yep.
Like speaking of Natasha and Terrin, we miss y'all.
We do miss y'all.
So we got to do a little weekend recap because we always do that. Every week we do a weekend recap.
Yes.
And I had a pretty lit fucking weekend.
Ooh.
I had a great fucking... I was actually with Natasha all fucking weekend. Part of why she's not here
Great
tonight.
weekend.
Part of why she's not here tonight.
Tell me it was awesome without telling me.
Yes.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So... Friday night I chilled, right? I chilled at home and I drank wine until like 6 a.m. for no fucking reason.
True.
Don't know why, but I did. I do want to give a big shout out to Slackers, because I think you met us last week too at Thousand Oaks.
Yeah,
they
the
did the
crawfish
crawfish
boil.
event.
Yeah.
So crawfish event was really fucking
What's his name
dope.
of the guy that does it?
Frank.
Frank.
Well,
Mister?
Slackers, but Frank,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, yeah, Friday night I was up until 6 a.m. drinking wine for no reason. And then Saturday I ended up meeting up. So I got a petty, I did some grocery shopping. I did like my personal needs. I met Jasmine and Cadiz at Lock and Terra.
Oh.
You know,
was
thanks
actually
for
really-
the invite.
It was sorry.
I don't get lemon pie.
Man.
It was random.
And now
No
I don't
Lock
get
and
invited
Terra.
to La Cantera.
No Lock and Terra.
I'm adding to the list.
But you got invited to late nights.
Yeah,
That's where it
there you go.
counts. That's
And
where it
you was
counts.
yesterday too.
Yes.
So starting Saturday, I did Lock and Terra. It was really cute. So I like the Lock and Terra because you can like get drinks to go.
Okay.
Like I walked
I didn't
into
know that.
Yes, they
and I
passed
walked.
that.
So I showed up and it was Jazz and Cadiz. And I met them a little later because I had stuff to do during the day. And then they had drinks in their hands. I was like, shit, I want to fucking shop and drink too. So I walked into like
That's dope.
Grimaldi's or somewhere and got like a to-go wine and shit.
And they let you walk into the stores
yes,
with your drink?
yes, and they have
It's
a
like
farmer's
beer and all
market.
Lock and
When did
Terra.
this happen?
Beer and all Lock and Terra.
It happened like a few.
No, like no,
In a-
for real,
in a
bro.
plastic bag?
It happened a
Well,
few
because-
years ago, I think,
in a
if I'm not
plastic
mistaken.
Where have I been?
I don't know. You're gonna be
I was
spending
just
money
walking
though.
around drinking. I was walking
You're gonna be
around
spending a lot of
drinking.
money.
Yeah, no, we hit them start. But they have a farmer's market at Lock and Terra.
Yeah.
I didn't know
that's
that.
something- I didn't know about that.
I had
either,
no
actually.
idea. So we love farmers markets because
Yeah.
you always go to the Pearl and shit, and they have them there. So they had a farmers market. So we were walking around shopping and drinking. Went to the farmers market, and then Fiesta Texas starts their fireworks at 9.
And I commented.
So as soon
Yeah.
as the fucking shops close, we walk outside and it's like a fireworks show. We're like, oh shit. And then we ended up going to Cheesecake Factory. We were there till like 11:30, had some appetizers, drinking some more, and then me and Cadiz went to Thirsty Horse.
What?
You had
went to
cowgirl
Thursday
night?
Horse?
That's what I said.
What? Yeah, I love
Country.
Thirsty Horse.
She went country.
I can two-step.
All right.
First of all, I can two-step, guys. If you haven't
Sal,
seen me
we
two-step-
need to have you on the show, Sal.
There we go.
I love Sal.
He's one of the
He's
one of
to
the
me
owners
still-
at Thirsty
I
Horse.
still have him on my
Oh.
phone
And the
as
Falls.
Sal
Nice.
from the
Falls.
Falls.
Yep. Mhm.
Dude, that's fucking
He was gonna be on our
balls.
show, you
Wow.
know.
Two-step.
You
That
remember?
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Him and what's
I
his
didn't
name?
know he
The
was
other
at
owner,
Thirsty Horse.
Sal
Bobby.
and Bobby. Oh,
Bobby,
I love Bobby.
mhm.
But I have
Doesn't
to
he
give,
look? What was the name of the old Knicks coach from the Knicks that had the hair slicked back?
Oh,
What's his name?
Pat Rowley.
Yes, he reminds me of
Yeah,
him for some reason.
I can see that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was a random thing. But yes, I can get down.
How was
I can get down
how
to
was
some
that new
Thirsty Horse.
setup with the new bar outside?
So, okay, the new bar is dope as fuck because I've been there a few times where
That's
the new
cool.
setup, it's really fucking cool. But on Friday night when I was headed home from my, wherever the fuck I was Friday night, no, Saturday night, whatever night
Saturday.
it was, I was headed home somewhere.
You were doing this. I thought you were gonna say like from jogging.
Yeah, I was like, you're on a
I
hike.
didn't know where that was going.
I know. I was like, what's she gonna do? Like, she started
Make-
moving.
Yeah.
No, so if you've ever been to
Matrix?
Thirsty Horse, there's a water tower right next to Thirsty Horse.
Yeah,
Yes.
behind
All
it.
right.
Uh-huh.
They had a fucking light show going. It was Friday night. They had a light show going on.
Like they shot lasers.
Like
at
literally
it?
like a laser light show. Like if you've ever been to Fiesta, Texas, and you've seen the lasers on like
Go
the rocks
south.
and shit that they
Go,
do,
Bobby.
they had it on the fucking wall. And I thought for a second, I was like, is that a fucking UFO? Like what am I seeing in the sky right now?
right.
And as I got closer, they had a little, it was like a cowboy on a horse, and he's like doing this shit while the horse is like fucking
Ooh,
whatever.
really?
That's where
And
that
then
movie
it
was
says
coming
Thirsty
from.
Horse
That's
Saloon.
Hey.
I knew, yes,
So
I
I
knew
saw,
you were
that, I
saying.
saw that the night before, like a couple nights before, and so I was like, oh shit, that's fucking dope. And so, yeah, so we were at La Cantera Saturday night, and then shout out to Natasha. She had hit me up. She was like, hey, we're going to Thirsty Horse. So I was like, bet, we'll meet you there. So shout out to my girl Cadiz. Me and Cadiz went to Thirsty Horse to go meet up with Natasha and Albert and their friends, and we had some of our friends.
That's
so we
awesome.
did that,
And we all
then
can be friends and do
Hey.
this into the weekend.
This is some country too.
yeah, Saturday. No, we were getting it
Did
in.
you have your
That's
boots
different.
on?
No, I didn't. We weren't planning. We were at La Cantera. We weren't planning to
But
do
you live
Thirsty
right there,
Horse.
so you could have gone and get your
I
boots.
could have, but I was already feeling good. I didn't want to make a
She's
pit
like, I'm just
stop.
gonna go straight there.
I didn't want to make a pit stop,
There
but
you go.
I'll two-step regardless of what shoes I'm fucking wearing. I don't care.
There you go. Hey.
And then yesterday,
Yeah, that was a fun day.
and so I think when we were on the show, when we had Amber on the show, we were talking about the drag queen
Yes.
brunch that they
At
had
Pix.
at Pix yesterday. So we went to Pix.
Shout out to Amber.
Me and Cadiz went to go meet Natasha at Pix, and AJ. Shout out to AJ.
Shout out to AJ.
Yasika.
man.
Yasika.
We didn't know that it was
Selena's birthday.
we didn't know it was
Selena
Selena's birthday.
Quintanilla.
Yes.
So
Selena's
everybody
birthday
was
just
freaking
yesterday.
out. We
Yeah,
were like,
we
what
didn't
is
know that.
What was going on?
Yeah.
I was so
Selena's
confused.
birthday.
Exactly. I didn't know.
It was
Why
pretty
is it?
big.
I was like, I didn't get the memo.
So
Selena
the
thing, what's going
15th
on?
is
I feel
tax.
bad that I don't
just,
know that.
Just hear me out. The 15th is
Yeah.
tax.
Uh-huh.
16th, Selena's birthday.
Birthday.
17th, my mama's birthday.
Okay.
That's how I remember it.
There we
That
go.
makes sense
That's a lot.
So we didn't know that. So we showed up
Oh,
and it was
no,
like
we
Selena
didn't.
themed. Like all the drag queens were
Yep.
all Selena
Yeah,
out.
man.
That's
Like
cool.
AJ,
For
of
real.
course, had his
Yeah.
Jessica thing
Yep.
going. Like they had Selena temporary tattoos. I had
Yep.
a tattoo on my neck yesterday.
Pretty Selena
Aw.
Again, I put a little Selena tattoo on my neck. He fucking met up with us.
Yeah, it was really random.
So it was like me, Cadiz, Natasha, him,
Yeah.
Eddie.
April. Eddie didn't meet us there.
Oh, yeah, not
But
there
we
yet.
went out after. Where
Yeah.
did we go after? We went
Did
to
you go?
we went to
I met them at La Roca
Bentley's
after
and La
work.
Roca.
So we went to Bentley's.
Shout out to
after,
DJ Lou.
And then it was Double R.
Double R.
Oh, double
Yeah, man.
R.
No, for real, man.
Shout out to
Double
Double
R.
That's
R.
what I
We
said.
went to
I'm like,
Bentley's.
oh my god.
Exactly. And then we were like, well, Double R's at La Roca. So shout out to City. He was DJing at Bentley's.
Yeah,
Go
he
City.
was.
Double R was at La Roca, so we went to go see Double R, and then like it just ended up being like a whole crew thing. Like
Yeah,
it
it
was us,
just- like,
and then
friends,
she joined,
family, we're
and
just
then Eddie
enjoying the night.
joined. Natasha was with us, AJ was with us. Like
Faye?
it was like Faye
Faye
fucking
was-
Faye
like,
popped
Faye
up.
showed up.
Faye popped
Oh my
up.
gosh.
Like there was a whole crew of us.
It was fun.
So much fucking
had a
fun.
good time.
And then we ended up at Hills because
Daniel's birthday.
Daniel's birthday was the
Yeah.
other day. It was
That's
on
a good
Saturday.
thing.
Yeah.
She
didn't go to Hills.
retired.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
live in this area, so I know
I
it's
do,
closer for you
yeah.
to, from La Roca, but
I
yeah.
don't like to go to Hills. I feel like I'm someone's chaperone. They're like, ma'am, are you looking for your son?
Come get him.
I'm all, have you seen this
Get
girl? Yeah.
Get him now.
They're like,
Now-
oh, Nat,
now,
she's
you
dancing
know what?
in front of the DJ booth.
Now
Yeah.
that you mentioned this, did you see the article about the most hookups?
Yes!
And
we were
Hills
talking
is
about it
actually
yesterday.
was number one.
We were
Wow.
talking about it.
Really?
I didn't see
Yes,
that.
Hills is on the list.
SA Current put
Witness
out
was on the
a-
list.
Like the
Sandbox
best
was on the list,
1902
He was on the list. 1902 was on the list.
Like
Damn.
hotel, like they just named every bar in the
Dude,
city.
pretty
Yeah, I was like,
Besides elsewhere,
randomized.
Right.
Whoever runs ads
Yeah.
in the magazine, is that what they did?
It was
Okay.
the top hookup bars.
top
Interesting.
The
hookup.
top hookup bars.
Damn.
Like, who
Oh,
voted for this?
So
We didn't
who's
even
top
talk
three?
about- We were at Champagne Room the other night.
And that
Oh,
was
we
Shampoo.
did.
Was that
Shampoo.
Champagne
She
was
was
on
in
it.
there.
Were we
Yeah.
Thursday night?
We
What night were we
did.
at Champagne Room?
Andrew?
Thursday.
Was
What
it
I
Thursday?
It was.
It's
We were living. I was
Why?
living my best life the last
Come
few
on,
days.
why?
I forgot about that.
She's like,
We're
Why?
at Champagne Room on
Oh,
the
we
rocks
went
in
to
Champagne.
Next to down
the,
the
we
road.
went
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
the
next on the
party
road.
at
We went
Smoke
to the fucking thing at Smoke.
with you.
Remember the Bean and Cheese Man?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I forgot about that
Cheese
too.
man.
Yeah, the kickoff.
We did that on Thursday.
Yep.
So they did their Bean and Cheese Man Fiesta event.
Yep.
They released their Fiesta music video.
Yes.
So we went to go show them love,
Shout
and
out
then
to them.
yes, and then we went to On the Rocks, and then we went to
And congratulations to
Champagne Room.
Michelle for being
Actually,
part
yes,
of their
we went
cast
to,
member.
We went to Champagne Room on the rocks and back
to Champagne Room.
God
Yes.
damn.
Who
Because
was
my girl
DJing?
Erica.
That was
Shout out to
Ammunition.
Andrew for
Ammunition.
Champagne.
Ammunition at Smoke, and he said
Ammunition, yep.
I'm gonna be at Champagne Room tonight. So we went to go see him. Shout out to my girl Erica. She was bartending. You remember Erica?
Yeah.
She just had her baby, so she's back to bartending now. So
Okay.
congrats, girl. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes.
There you go.
That was a random
I've been with
fun
my
night.
people all fucking.
Maybe it's been a good week. It's been a good weekend.
It's been a week.
And Fiesta hasn't even started.
I know.
Nope.
Yo.
So,
Coming up close.
Fiesta's coming up, and 420, and Adrian has Trey songs.
Trey.
So
Yeah.
congratulations,
Oh, man.
Adrian.
I don't know how to say it.
8
Yeah.
years in business. 8 years for Smoke.
Has it been
so that's
8 years
8
already?
years already
I
with
didn't
Smoke
know.
for the brand.
There you
Well, because he was at the other one that we used
The
to actually
smaller
do the
one.
show at.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to do
Yeah.
a show there for a long fucking time.
That's right. And then
He
they
was
got-
actually with me at the new Smoke like a week or two ago.
I haven't been able to check out which one. There's 2 new
The one
ones.
on the
Is it
river?
River?
North
The one by the
Yeah,
the
I had
theater.
been all 3 of those
Park
actually, to be
North
honest with you.
Park North.
We went
yeah.
to that one a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago. So
That was cool.
Yeah, the weekend looks a lot of fun. You
man,
know?
I had honestly one of the best weekends I've had
That's
in a
good.
while,
Yeah, it
and
really
it was
was.
just like. It was also very random. Like a lot of it wasn't planned, and it ended up being like a whole crew thing.
Yeah.
And so it
Everyone
was,
just
like,
ended up
We
together.
had a great fucking time, and
Hell
that's
yeah.
honestly kind of part of why I
Yeah.
was like, man, fuck that. Like, Jacob will be on the show with us tonight. We'll talk
I-
about
I'm
our
like,
week.
I'm the one like
There we
work.
go.
Like, well, okay, it's almost 7. Okay, where they at?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying, man. The
We
most
had-
randomest nights are like probably like the best.
Yes,
nights there.
as fuck. And then it
The
turned
unplanned
into, like,
ones are the
a whole
best.
crew
Yeah,
night, and
for
then
real.
it was a great fucking time. So how was your weekend?
This, I know, right? I can't top that. But I mean, we were just, the party
Prom.
buses and prom, and we did a wine tour
I saw
yesterday.
Melinda post that.
That's cool.
Yes.
We just, working
awesome.
and just having fun and spending time with family and.
Do you have a lot of stuff planned for Fiesta with the buses or no?
Not at the moment. I really want to get something going on with the years ago, when the View was actually a bar. Back in the day, we used to do a lot of the. They used to be.
Right?
Off
Right
the
there.
worst
Wurzbach,
spot.
yeah.
I thought
Hey.
about
So-
that. I was like, the View.
John used to own that bar. It was called Tequila Republic, and then he changed it
wow.
into. I know, right? And then he changed it into the View Pub and Grub. So we used to do a lot of shuttles, there.
From there?
So I was
That's
thinking,
smart.
I was thinking about doing it again. Having a shuttle service to where people can be somewhere to where they can meet, and then we just shuttle back and forth. Maybe $10.
I've done it a couple of
$5.
times.
That's not bad.
So
Like for Fiesta, I did it a couple of times. I
Forgot
got a
about
party
it.
bus, and I met like realtors again, and we meet at a
Yep.
stop,
Mhm.
like at the model or somewhere. Then they pick us up and take us to Nyosa.
Yep.
We party on the way
Yep.
there,
Mhm.
then get there, and then party all the way back. It was fun.
No, I think
Damn.
it's a smart move. I mean, parking sucks already downtown,
It does.
Real
so it's hard, and,
bad.
then they charging $25 to
Uber.
park anyways.
Then Uber's
So
crazy.
And
Uber's
get into the
crazy,
event.
yep, and then get into the event. So might as well pay $25 if you did get a group or however much
Or
it costs,
sponsor
depending
it,
on
yeah.
or have someone
It's true.
get a party bus. I mean, no drinking, no driving, and stuff like that. So it was just good, just working. It was just working, and
That's okay.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. And then my mom's birthday today, and worked and just spent time with the family, and I don't go out as much anymore, so it's just weird.
You're a family man now. Did y'all know he just got engaged? He just proposed to Melinda. Did y'all know about this?
Yeah,
I didn't know that
I wasn't
personally.
sure if y'all
Yeah.
saw this on Facebook.
Yeah, it was on
man.
Facebook.
It's
so
That's
thank
official.
dope. I mean,
Yeah.
that's deep.
you. It is. Thank you.
Yeah, he had a. Was it?
It was in Cozumel
the week
two
before last
two
week?
weeks
2
ago.
weeks ago.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
25th.
recently.
He was,
Yeah,
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 very,
yeah.
very
2 weeks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago almost
Yeah.
already. So yeah, we
Nice.
will be having
Yeah.
our engagement party in June.
Nice.
So
Can't wait.
we're
That's
excited
so
about that.
exciting.
And we're actually talking about that with the family today, just about the engagement party and just the wedding itself. Just if we have it in San Antonio, or if we're not going to
Or
have it in San Antonio.
destination.
So yeah,
That's big. That's big planning right
It's
there.
exciting.
it
I'm
is.
so
I know.
happy for
If we
that.
have it in San Antonio, I told her I was like, just show up. I'll plan it out.
Just show up, guys.
I
Let's
know.
go.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yo,
That'd
you
be
have
dope to hear.
Well, there's already so many fucking connections in here. Like we already
Yeah,
have so
everyone's
many
network,
hookups.
man.
You know what I mean? Like,
But your
if you
guest
do it in
list
town,
would just
you already
be
fucking
sure.
know you'll
For
save
sure.
so much
That's
money.
the problem.
No,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
like, you'd have to rent, like-
exactly. Your guest will be crazy, but you'll save
Sunsets.
money.
I mean, you have
on
to rent, like,
certain
a
I
things.
guess that's gonna be
venue.
huge, man. That's gonna be big.
I know. Terrin, Elsewhere 2.0.
I like it. This would be
Hey.
a perfect wedding
Yes,
venue. as
he
a
did talk
matter of
about that.
fact.
That'd be nice.
It'll be open by then. Yep.
It's a special day.
Show.
It would be.
It
Um,
show will.
I was gonna mention something else today also is 6 years of my marketing agency, 417 Solutions.
Nice.
So 417 Solution is on
On
417.
417, that makes sense.
So and
Yeah.
it's because of my mom.
Oh,
so
your
I
mom's birthday,
named
that's
named
super
my marketing agency under
Hey.
for her.
Congrats.
In honor. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
6 years in
That's
business.
good,
So
man.
Shout out. Let's go.
I don't know what he just said.
You got a Boston shirt on.
Who's winning?
It's tie game, third period.
Okay.
Are you
Hockey.
serious? Oh, it's hockey? I thought I was watching basketball.
It's hockey.
It's a basketball game?
Oh.
Shit, I thought
You have a Boston hoodie on though.
I don't know.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm
It's playoffs right now.
I love it.
It's good. You're good.
I love it.
thought he was talking about that game.
Hey, that's cool, man. I like
love
your hoodie
it.
though.
You know, this is what happens when
Random people.
random people, yes. But I love it. I love it because
Dallas
it's
game,
amazing.
basketball?
And on the rocks.
So
Oh, hockey.
I don't know. I'm just saying on the rocks.
What else is going on with you, Mike?
nothing.
You want to go on the rocks bar,
No.
bro?
We'll just have a little
On the rocks.
conversation between you and I.
Yeah, a lot of TV.
I love
Yeah.
that. I do want to
Yes,
say
sir.
shout out to my team that helps me with the marketing. Ronaldin, John, Javi, Adam,
jersey.
Steven, Troy, Chris. There's so many people that
Now
are
you
behind
can't
the
forget
scenes.
anybody.
I know, right? Everyone, yeah, it's a big team. So
Hell yeah,
thank you
man.
so much for everything that you're doing. And next month in May will be 10 years for All Access, the whole brand itself.
Nice.
So you
Very
are
dope.
part of it because of Late Nights with All Access, Javi, and everyone
Wow,
else. So
that's awesome.
10
That's
years
dope.
in business for that. So
Damn, 10 years?
yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
amazing just to see
a
the
long
growth
journey,
and seeing the ups and downs and the roller coasters.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're like, you know what? I want to be a business owner. I'm just like,
It's hard.
It ain't easy.
From what I
It's not-
see,
it's
people
not-
are talking about
not
how
easy.
hard it
It's
is. Like,
not. You have to rely on
Yeah.
good people, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm very blessed that I have good people. Perfect example. Late Nights with All Access works because of Nat Boogie. She's committed. She's
All right.
loyal.
Okay.
You know, no, for real.
Let's go.
You know, she is. She's been part of it since day one and
Yep.
has not missed a beat. So
unless I'm out of town or something,
yeah,
or it's like a holiday.
Yeah,
like
then you know reschedule
I've
and
been
all
here.
that. But
True.
I don't ever hear her last minute, not
Dip.
dogging on anybody tonight.
Last minute.
last minute, be like, hey, I can't make it.
Fire. Pew, 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 pew.
No, but I love having Terrin and Natasha actually because you know I'll tell you all the story. We had a night where we were gonna go on and it couldn't because of
Technical difficulty. The internet went out or something.
But
yeah.
we sat here and talked for an
For like
hour
an
or so
on the table.
and it was just good vibes.
Yeah.
And
That's
me and
awesome.
Nat,
Yeah.
That's a good thing too.
It was a great
Me-
conversation.
hell yeah.
me
It was.
and
Keep
Nat
going.
been talking about
Yeah.
bringing two people on the show, but we just didn't know who. We had people in mind,
Hey.
and we had them come on the show repeatedly, and but with them it just seemed natural.
clicked.
It was perfect.
That's
we
great.
were like, can y'all just like be our co-host, our new co-host? So yeah, they've been on with us this year. I mean, Natasha's queen of the Riverwalk.
Yes.
She's Riverwalk queen. So,
Yes.
and then she has her
Pretty
own
cool.
medal now. So
Yeah,
we
she
went
has
to
her
her
own
medal.
personal.
You know, we went to
Her
her medal
own
event
medal,
earlier.
like-
Yeah, we went
Shout out to Albert for watching.
Eddie's
Hopefully
Taco House,
Natasha's
yes.
So
watching
like
too.
mine are like nothing. Is that what you mean?
No.
they're
Yours
actually
is
really
good. Yours is
They're
good.
actually, I have it on my
But
person.
hers was
Oh, she has
like,
hers over there.
oh.
No, I bet.
Yeah.
No shit. So I mean, they have their
They
own
have a
medal
medal
company.
company, do
Mita
they?
Medals,
Yeah.
yes. And
What's it
he,
called?
And Albert Mita Medals, like look medals, and then he
Mita.
actually commented saying that
M-I-R-A.
he can make your own. You can make your medals if you need to. So
That's-
they
thank
actually had a
you.
really cool event. It was at Eddie's Taco House up 1,000 Oaks, and
Correct.
they had a whole bunch of different medal vendors.
That's
I've never
so
seen so many
awesome.
different fucking
No,
medals
it was
in my entire
a
life.
lot
Were
of
there a lot of
medals.
people there? Because people
There
get
was
really
a lot of-
psycho
a lot of vendors.
over medals.
There were no
Who
seats. We had to
has
sit- we had to sit
the
at the
most
bench
medals
front.
in San Antonio?
Well, there used to be an
Ooh.
event.
I know there's
Have the
someone that has
sausage. It was
the. Yep.
crazy.
I know there's
Well,
someone that
look
has
at
to
her.
have the
It was
most.
typically, it's in your little calendar that I brought y'all. There's
I love this
typically-
calendar.
By the way,
No.
yeah. So at the end of Fiesta, they have like this check-in. And they used to do it at the
Like a
Fiesta
competition
store.
or
Well, they used to do it at the Fiesta store right off of Broadway.
Okay.
Where you could take like your sash and they would like weigh it or something
Oh, wow.
and see who would
That
get the
makes
most
sense. That
medals
sounds-
and they would like
Alright.
get some special
Fuck it.
prize.
That
Looked
sounds
like
very
I swear.
Puro San Antonio
Yeah, it's like-
for sure.
Yeah,
Puro San
because
Anto.
there was always like this one little viejita and then she would always
Yeah.
be there like
I want
top
to see
three
a
for sure.
a Market Square Elvis, like
Oh,
Yeah,
rest
man.
in peace.
Oh.
JT got one of his shirts. I think it was like last year. So
Yeah,
JT,
man.
JT has one of his the Mexican Elvis shirts.
the Mexican Elvis.
yeah,
there you go.
so he'll wear
That
it.
guy,
He'll
man.
wear it to
Yes.
Fiesta for sure.
I gave him a ride one time from the west side downtown.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just saw him at the bus stop, and I was like, oh shit. And he was like,
You're Mexican Elvis.
no,
Yeah,
I
he
knew
was
who he
gonna
was.
do
I
a
was
little,
like,
celebrity
he's like, I'm trying to go
kind of
God
downtown.
bless his soul.
I gave him a ride.
That was sad when
I
everyone
know.
found
It
out.
was
he
so
was
man.
sad. Rest in peace. He man.
No one's gonna forget about that guy.
Yeah, I can't
No
count
one
how
will
many
forget
years
about that
I've
guy.
been at like Market Square, and he's been
awesome.
there. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it was really cool to like just kind of see everyone doing their Fiesta thing and their vendors set up. And then I FaceTimed her because they had like a little like different vendors, and they had Fiesta like earrings and jewelry. And she had sent us. We have a little girls group chat, so she had sent us a picture of some like Fiesta jewelry she was trying on the other day, and she was asking us if we liked it. We were like, nah.
They were a little gaudy. In Nat's defense, they were a little much.
You didn't see the ones. No, I'm talking about the ones, the ones that she sent in the chat.
I like
the
go
other day.
hard or go
That's why
home,
when I
Nat.
saw the table, I was like, no, but she did.
She got me some cute ones.
These.
She got me some cute ones.
Her. I was like, do
they
you
were
like
simple.
any of these? So I got her some Fiesta
I like
earrings
it.
at the Eddie's Taco House. And I got Natasha's medal. It's in my purse over there somewhere.
And so we're talking about Fiesta.
Yes.
Well, I want to say something else.
Sure.
Go ahead.
And many, I'm going to put a very sour note on this conversation, but it's important. Many years ago, I had a cousin named Mary B. Bettis, and you guys can look her up. She was abducted from Market Square. Long story short, so like my family was like on, you name every show, Maury, Sally, everything.
Oh, wow.
So I always tell people, and that our family usually goes to the Market Square, and they make an announcement for the TV. Like, if it is 10 o'clock at night, if it's 11 o'clock at night, and it's late, and if you don't have to have your child there at Fiesta, like, just don't. So I just always throw that out there. Like, it bugs me because my mom, I mean, like at Markets, you're at the stroller with 3 kids, or at Oyster Bake, like. I mean, it's fun. Just be careful because you just never know.
I remember
so
those
watch
days.
your child. The carnival brings a lot of random folks, you know. That's what happened. He was a carny. And so, like, I always put that out there. Just be careful of your surroundings. Be careful of your children. You know, especially when you go to these big public events where people are drinking and there's a lot of tourists, out-of-towners. Just watch your kid.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Like reminder.
That's good advice.
It's a good reminder.
Get a sitter.
Because we're all like very like, you know, we're all Sanato and shit. We're like Fiesta. Oh my god! But you're right. There's that side of things that you need to like watch out for, especially because there are a lot of events that I'll go to, and then like Market Square at nighttime or certain things. And I'm like, why are there kids here this late? So yes, please be careful. Enjoy yourself though. I just realized we were at Slackers NACO right before this. After the event, we went to Slackers NACO, and we were talking about. I didn't realize like Oyster Bake and Taste of New Orleans and shit is already this
right
weekend.
around the damn corner.
I'm like, when the fuck is already Fiesta? Like,
everything's just happening
crazy.
like so like quick.
So real quick, and we're here for, and just so that people know, we do want to talk more about Joanne and her career.
Joanne?
JoJo?
Right?
I'm like,
JoJo?
About her, Perry Homes and real estate and all that. We do want to get into that. But because Fiesta is officially starting this week, what is your favorite Fiesta? And y'all too, what's your favorite Fiesta event? Yes. Event, which one yours?
I think I agree with you. And Taste of the Northside is honestly one of my favorites. Except for it's so
$1,000
expensive. I know, and that's the thing is because so a lot of people don't know. We used to work in radio together. First of all, I've known her since I was like probably 15.
Oh my god.
You were like 15.
I was like 16.
You were in high school.
I've known her since I was 16, but we also ended up working in radio together.
At 94.1
So
TFM.
yeah, a little history. I used to actually promote for A&H High School Party, which one of her ex-husbands was running and shit. Oh, we're putting on blast. We're putting on blast.
Let's go.
Number one.
Yeah, no, for real. That's
the truth.
That's how I got in the fucking industry when I was 16 years old, and then we ended up working in radio together. So
years later.
We've known each other for a very long time. What was I talking about?
Fiesta. Your favorite
what's your best Fiesta? What's the best Fiesta?
No, because we used to work in radio, so we used to get the fucking tickets for free.
Yeah.
So it
ain't the same when you have to pay for them.
I know. I used to go to Oyster Bake, Taste of New Orleans, fucking Taste of the fucking North
So
Side.
which one do you
Taste
which
of the North
North
Side?
Side?
It's just,
What about
so
you?
Expensive.
Me personally, man, I follow the food honestly. So like, Taste of New Orleans was really
too.
good,
We were talking
man.
about that.
Like,
That's
oh my
actually my
gosh,
favorite.
that's
You know
different.
that.
I know.
Yours?
Oh,
we were
my
talking about
taste.
earlier.
Well, you know I'm a Saint.
Saints, so
fan.
yes, makes
We're gonna
sense.
tweet that
I
for
love
this
New
Sunday.
Orleans, but
Who dat?
Who dat?
For
For
real.
sure on Sunday I will be there,
We're
and
gonna
I'm
eat
the
that
one
food.
that shows up early with her lawn chair. I'm there all day.
I love it.
Photo chair. Remind me. We'll take off
Yeah.
photo
So
chairs. Have
Taste
them in
of
my
the
car.
North Side, and then I really like Alamo Heights.
Do you
Alamo
like
Heights
Alamo
is
What's
Heights?
that Alamo Heights?
Yeah.
It's
I
Alamo
like-
Heights night.
Yep, Alamo Heights. Night.
That's flying this week or next week? I think this is
I think
Friday.
it's
This
Friday.
Friday.
in our little
It's usually the same.
calendar.
Yeah, check your
Oyster bacon, all that
Fiesta
shit starts,
calendar.
it's usually
I
that
know,
same
right?
night.
Check your calendar.
Download the app.
I know. I like
Hey.
that calendar.
Right?
No, and they have some
Yeah.
good sponsors. You know.
No, yeah, the Taste of New Orleans for sure is a lot of fun. I don't know if you know, but it's also sponsored and put together by the Zulu organization.
There you go.
And so the Zulus raise money all year long for their philanthropies are really cool. They help like kids. One of the Zulu members, Coach Yates, he was the coach of the San Antonio Heat, the AAU track team here in San Antonio, who was my son's coach.
Nice.
So
Damn.
yeah, so they also like
Came
all
connected.
the Zulu brothers
Sure.
would help the kids that couldn't afford to go to nationals, like for AAU, because you have to pay to go there, get the bus, hotel. So they used to raise money for that. So I think that's why they have a special place in my heart too.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Big
No,
things.
but Sunday
Love it.
we're about that life because I want to eat that good fucking
Hey, man,
food.
that
I'm gonna
food's-
take a little.
I
I miss
fucking
going to the
macaroni terrace.
parades.
We're about that
When I
life.
was younger, we used to do that all the time, and we just don't do that
bro.
anymore.
I
So-
never knew
Show me
about
your
the parades
shoes
or nothing like that.
was like the phrase of the
Is
day for
Natasha
me.
gonna be on the fucking float having to show
I
her
have
shoes?
no idea.
I feel like she's gonna
I
have to
have
be
no
on the
idea.
I mean, she was at the
She-
Eddie's Taco House in her whole.
Yeah.
He saw
A
her
whole
in
get
her
up?
whole queen get up and everything.
She was like full
that.
outfit, like
So
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna have to be on some of those floats showing her shoes. I cannot wait to see that.
I remember those.
But
days.
yes, Sunday I am planning on being a tasting.
Yay.
I wanna eat some
I
of that
did take
good
the weekend
food.
off.
I'm gonna,
Hey.
There you go.
Oh,
But do you have an event that you're having? You're hosting or
So I love
Thursday.
Fiesta.
okay?
for
It's no
20.
secret. So every year, except during COVID, I do an event where I invite clients, associates, even home buyers. A lot of times these people buy houses from me and they build homes, and I'm tied and married to them for months. So we become friends. So I have this event every year during Fiesta just to show my appreciation. So this year I'm going to have it at MikeAnthony's.
There you go.
Which is going to be
still
nice.
haven't been.
You haven't been? It's super nice. So you know they have one in Houston. So like that's where like their main location was. They brought one to San Antonio. So it's a kind of indoor outdoor type of venue. But that's where I'm going to have it at. It's from 6:30 to 9:30. So I invite all realtors to go out there, anybody that's in the real estate business. I'm going to have people there from credit repair, loan officers, people that do home insurance, realtors, everybody. So it's just kind of a night to celebrate Fiesta, kind of take off your work hat and just have a good time and mingle. And it's actually a really cool networking event. So I invite everybody to come out.
I'm excited for
That's
that
good.
shit, and it's gonna be at MikeAnthony's. The dope. It's really cool. Have you been to MikeAnthony's?
No, I haven't.
yet?
I've only
It's
dropped off
cool.
clients there.
It's really
a
cool.
vibe.
I
She
wanna take
actually, she's actually. I think the first time I went, I was with you, right?
Yep.
I meant to go meet up with you, and it was actually a really fucking cool vibe. Like it's
It
really
is.
From
The guys
Dallas,
are
right?
cool.
I like it a
yeah,
lot.
the brothers
Dallas
are
or
the
Houston or
brothers.
something?
They're from Houston.
Houston,
So
there
I've
you
been dealing with Chase, Mr. Chase MikeAnthony.
There you go.
And they're super dope. Like they were so excited to host it, and I'm excited because this is the first time that MikeAnthony's the brand, right? The club or the bar, and obviously we're nightlife people, so you know we love that. But this is their first year celebrating Fiesta in San Antonio, right? Because they're open,
Yep.
and I'm actually going to be their first Fiesta event.
There you
in
go.
San Antonio.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was cool. Yes,
is
I
cool.
thought that was awesome.
It's
They were
amazing.
so excited. Like they even I posted it. They created a little drink menu.
Oh, there you
and
go.
all the
Yes.
drinks have like
Yes, I
like
remember you showing us.
mortgage, a name like the 680 FICO
That's
and things
awesome.
like that. Rebecca Creek is going to sponsor as well.
There you go.
And how you say Yuling beer?
I wouldn't know.
Youngling.
We're such
Yuling?
Latinos.
What is it?
Yuling?
Something like
Yuling?
that. We were talking about it earlier.
I have no idea.
Yingling.
Yingling.
There are other
Something like
sponsors. A shout out to Renee Aguilar. He's been my friend for many years.
Renee from Miller.
Miller,
Oh
yeah,
my
so from
God.
Glaziers.
Yes.
So he always helps me out and
There
sponsors
you
my
go.
events. So he's gonna be out there with the promo girls. They're gonna give away some cool stuff. I've got really cool prizes.
Awesome.
One of our other radio friends who now works for a big magazine here in Texas, and she's works for like Texas Monthly Magazine. They got me like a $400 gift basket to give away at the event. Like some really cool like belt maker out of Austin sponsored a belt. So there's like it's like $200
Oh wow.
belt
Damn.
like for men. It's gonna be really nice.
Dope.
So I got a lot of cool prizes. I'm super
That's
excited.
exciting.
That's
I'm
nice.
so excited. I was actually giving
Yeah.
him a rundown of like the week events.
For
The
real.
weekend
We'll
event
send you
Yeah,
a
no.
schedule, Jacob.
Oh
I
no,
told
yeah,
him-
no,
Right.
I
yeah.
told him about Thursday, and then
Just
I
gonna
told
print
him
out.
about.
We will be here.
Well, there's
something else
there's
going
a
on
couple
this weekend
events
that we're
on
doing.
Thursday.
There is. What's the
Trey
kickoff?
Songz.
Even
There's
even
Trey
even
Songz that's
even-
Trey
well, Trey
Songz?
Songz, yes, but like Gold Financial has
Their big event.
So I'm gonna
Where's
be
that at?
over there.
Thanks.
The Shrine, right?
Mike.
Shrine
For a little
I
bit,
think.
then you'll be at mine.
I'm gonna be yours.
On 1604?
I'm gonna be at yours. Be
At
at
the
his.
Shriner.
Well, one of my best friends, Zeke. You know Zeke Rodriguez? You know Zeke. He always sees you when he's out. And he's always taking pictures with you, like
The drunk one?
the drunk one. Yeah.
Hey!
All
But-
I always see him
All
as
right,
Southstone
Zeke.
note, and then he's
I love you,
drunk,
Zeke.
and then he's like, I'm going to message MikeAnthony and tell him you're not making it to the podcast. And I'm like,
Oh,
no, I'm going
wow.
to be there. I'm just going to be fucked up. But I'll be there.
Just straight
And
up.
then it's
Zeke's
the
so funny.
official
He always
kickoff
does that.
too.
It's
So
funny.
they're having
Yeah.
like their Fiesta party or kickoff at,
Yeah.
which is the park that's across from the St. Anthony's?
Oyster
Travis
Bay?
Park?
Travis
Oh.
Park.
Travis Park.
Yeah.
I don't
Travis
know.
Park, yeah.
Downtown.
I
So
don't wanna say
downtown,
yes
that's
and
where
be
they're
wrong.
having. I believe, yeah. That's check
Alright.
our calendar again. But that's where they're gonna have it, and there's gonna be fireworks. I think like at 10 o'clock
Nice.
as well. So that's gonna be cool.
That's
No,
pretty cool.
you know, having you on here, the purpose was because we wanted to get to know how did you get into the industry, being in real estate, you know, and from background of radio, and then coming into this industry, why did you change, and how did that happen?
So I had been in radio for a long time, and so I've known like, well, he's DJ, M3 now, but I knew Mondo when he was mixing Mondo at Club
Okay.
Image,
Uh-huh.
Image.
So there's a bunch of us from San Antonio that even like I always think of like Nat and like Scott Maloof and that crew. There was us two growing up, like Mondo, myself, Cindy C, AK, just a bunch of us that just knew each other when we were younger as well, because we were in the scene somehow. And I loved radio. It was a great career for me, doing the sales and hanging out with everybody, and it was very rewarding. But then when you see the whole transition of radio from the 90s to what it was into 2015, 2016, when I decided to leave, it just wasn't the same,
Yeah.
right? Everything was monetized. You can't get free shout outs on the radio. A lot of the DJs weren't live anymore. They were syndicated. So, it took out a lot of the fun of the way I remember it. So I knew that it was time for me to go. And I started working at home. And I started doing digital marketing, and I worked for the Red Plum. So like the coupons that you see on the Sunday paper that all the women go bananas for, I was responsible for that. And
That's what
I was a
Emerald's
coupon.
like
I
all
was Miss
deep in
Coupon
that
girl.
stuff.
No, it was psycho. Like it's crazy. Like
It's
we have
addicting
like
right there.
there's a hotels that are there's hotels. There's apartments on the hot list in San Antonio where like the post office guys, they just drop off the bundles of coupons, and women are literally just sitting there waiting to steal these coupon booklets so they can sell them. Like it's just nuts.
I'm telling you,
The
man.
coupon
Coupons
game
addictive,
is
bro.
crazy. So I did that, and I was like, I cannot be doing this. Like
People
I was
teach people how to coupon.
No, that's what I'm saying, man.
It was a
I
thing.
know.
So I just felt like such an old lady doing that crap.
I vaguely remember you telling me that you were doing that. I
threw
vaguely remember
screens,
about
and
that.
It was in. So then, my sorority sister, shout out to Terry, she was working at Pulte at the time, and she was like, you know what, JoJo, like you love people, you like to talk, you're funny, you were really good at sales. She goes, I bet you do really good at selling houses. I was desperate to get out of that gig, so I was like, man, I'll try anything at this point. And so then I couldn't get hired because I had no experience. So like I didn't. Shout out to KB Homes. I didn't pass their personality test, so they didn't hire me.
I have a personality test. What the fuck?
Swear. I
God.
How
saw
did you
that
not
email.
pass that?
Yeah, they have
and
that.
then I didn't
they
pass
have
the
that.
personality test. So
I'm
then
gonna take that personality test. I'm
yes,
curious
I
now.
was at so
Oh, you are
nuts.
too energized.
I'm curious, right?
I don't
You
know
are
what it
too
was that they didn't like me, but oh well, your loss. And I got hired by. I just said, like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm going to try one more place because I think I already had another gig in mind and to do something completely else. And I got lucky. I interviewed with LGI. And LGI Homes is, it's got a little name for itself in San Antonio. And it was crazy because I walked in and it was like Tirada Homes. It was like the upscale brand of LGI at Petranco Ranch. And that's when a 3,000 square foot home, brand new, you could buy one for $350, right? And that was expensive back in the day. And
Take me back to
isn't that
those
crazy?
days. Shit.
But I met John Garza, who's been in the industry for like 30, 40 years. He's been selling houses forever. He happened to know my dad because he just knew my family. He knew he was from the neighborhood, like from Edgewood, Kennedy. And we just bonded over that. And he was like, you know what? I feel that you're going to be great at this business, and I want to say I hired you, and I'm going to be your mentor.
Ooh.
And I was like, ooh, all right, John Garza.
Let's go.
And I swear to God, like, interview cut, like, offered me the job. So I was like, oh, this is a sign. And it was just crazy because it just went from there. So I started at LGI, and I made some great friends. And from there, I went to MI Homes. So I was there at MI for 2 years.
Okay.
Then I got recruited to go to Bella Vista Homes, and then I went there, and then COVID happened. So that was a weird time too, because we were considered essential workers. So I didn't get a break. I still had to go to work.
That's crazy.
Like the models did not
You
close.
still gotta buy
buy
a home.
That is
It
so
was
true.
you were
That's
still
crazy.
considered an essential worker, mask and
Melinda
everything.
still had that
And it
too.
was crazy because like that's when like the COVID spread happened, and like remember like one of our first people that got sick was our friend like DJ Direct. I don't remember that, but
Direct,
like Direct got hit right away, and then it just snowballed from there, and then. It was just crazy. So COVID was crazy because people would still show up at your models, like the whole familia.
No, for real.
mask. Like,
Yeah.
let's check out a house. And I'd be like, what?
We're in a whole pandemic right now.
But it was nuts. It did not
Everybody get
slow
that money.
down.
For
Like
real,
anybody that was working in real estate during that period,
that's true.
it did not slow down.
Because the interest rates at that point, didn't they kind of go
Yes.
down too? As
Then,
like,
you know, you're married,
So it was
you're-
a
yeah,
good
you're at
time to buy a
home,
house because
Making
you're
money.
in a
My own
pandemic. The
stuff,
interest rates went
right?
down. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was crazy because a lot of people transitioned from remote jobs. So all of a sudden you're at home and you don't have an office. So that became a thing, right? I need a house with an
And then you need
office.
more
Yeah.
space and
Then,
shit.
That's
I
the
mean,
way
the
you
pool
work.
business
That's where-
like
that's where
killed
I'm
it
at.
Yeah.
because then everybody went and started getting equity loans on their houses and then freaking buying like these expensive pools. So the
Pools, yep.
pool game was insane. Shout out to Ruben Gonzalez from Gary Pools. And
Get your plug in, girl.
Blah, 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 plug in.
that
And
pool.
so I'm all, he's buying a house for me, so that's what I'm And so, but no.
Let's get wet.
Yeah, so it was.
Let's get wet.
Yes.
I will
Summertime.
I don't know if Gary Pools will approve.
That was
Like I said.
But no, it was crazy. It did not slow down.
All right.
I worked harder than I ever had in my life
That's what she said.
during COVID. And just sold a bunch of houses. And so
That's
that's
it.
how I got in. My sorority sister just introduced me to the business, and it's been great ever since. I got recruited from Bella to go to Perry Homes, which was like an upgrade for sure.
Okay.
And so working for a luxury brand builder was a definite game changer.
That's big.
So
yeah.
how many years is that? That's
Since
6,
16, so 7.
7 years.
So I'm in
Wow,
7
already.
years.
7 years.
Damn, bro.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
you're killing it too.
Yeah, so I never thought I would have a second career.
Yes.
So this turned out to be a full-blown
Damn, dude, that's fucking
second
nuts.
career. But you'd be surprised how many people from our past life overlap into real estate.
Oh, yeah.
So many
a
like
lot.
club owners, promoters,
Promoters,
yeah.
Strippers.
We've seen it a
all
lot.
of them.
Strippers.
Yeah, that too.
Everything.
bro.
Like, yeah.
Bartenders.
Bartenders.
Yeah.
Oh.
Miller Lite girls,
Let
Bud
me just
girls.
do
like,
We
this.
were
it's
literally
just-
out. I don't remember where we were, but we were out the
Everyone's
other day.
a
She
real-
literally sold the
realtor.
home. Like she was on the phone with her client,
Yes.
like while we
that
were
was
out.
that smoke.
Yeah, I was
It
doing a
smoke,
contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit,
And
And
that
that-
she literally sold the home while she was like
I was
out
like,
with us. She
yes.
was on the phone like
that
yep.
was a cash buyer. Thank you.
Hey.
Shout out to Scott Maloof. That was a Scott Maloof lead.
Shout out to
Oh,
Scott.
Scott
What
Maloof.
up,
Let's go, Scott.
Scott Maloof.
Let's go.
Scott.
Go Maloof. Yeah, so no, it's been great. The business is fun. It's if you go house shopping, when you go into a model,
Okay.
like we're not hostesses. That kills me. Because we do so much more than just play Vanna White and show you the
Yeah.
house.
You
Like
gotta do more
we
than
wear
that.
so many hats. Like we do credit repair. We're marriage counselors, financial advisors. Like it's a lot. Like it's a crazy
I feel
job.
that.
I always tell people, like, you know, when you're able to, in your position, it's like multi-family apartment complexes. You know, you have your manager and your leasing agents and whatever, but you're considered all of it in one.
Yeah.
So it's a good position. It's great. And you still get, you know, commissions and stuff like that. It's a great career. I think it's phenomenal.
It is a great career. Like I, when I meet younger women that do sales or they ask what I do, I encourage them because this to me was definitely a financial game changer.
Yeah.
for
Oh, for
sure.
sure.
Like I thought I was balling out in radio. No, man, I wasn't balling out in radio. Like had someone told me back in 2005, like get into real estate now. And look where you're gonna be at, like in 2023. I would have so done it. Like
Oh, you
I
would have just
didn't
like
know
jumped
that.
ship, like.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
I just
okay.
didn't know anybody at that time that was involved in it.
Right.
Scott will tell you the same thing. Like, you know
Oh,
how
yeah.
we just transitioned into this career. Had we known to do this sooner,
See,
we would have done
it's
it.
so crazy because I actually started in the real estate game as a leasing agent for
Really?
apartments, and I
Okay.
killed it, you know. But because of my first felony, I granted the company that I was working for didn't care, but they changed management company to where the new management company, and they asked, they're like, hey, well, what happened with your case and all that? And it was still pending. They're like, well, unfortunately, we can't have you. And I was like,
Really?
damn, it was just
Oh.
sucked. And then after that, that was when the everything shifted to me to where I was just like, what do I do? What do I
Do my own shit.
What's
make my own
next?
shit
yeah,
happen.
and I had no
Yeah.
choice but to do my own shit.
For sure.
And but I always wanted to stay in it. And even like I tried to apply for to become a realtor, and I got declined.
Your license, really?
Yeah, I tried to apply. I didn't go to school. I just filled out the application to make sure I was qualified to able to go to school.
I
to
think
do
there's
that.
a year
'Cause-
that can exhaust,
So,
and I know
eh.
people that have been in trouble. They go through the real estate board and they just go and talk about what happened, and they vouch for themselves. And
I know
that could
now
be-
10 years later, I mean, like I'm just at that point, like, well,
What's next?
I don't know if I would or wouldn't
Yeah.
do it, because of the fact that I've already invested into
what you do now.
no, not that, but I've invested into buying houses and flipping them.
Okay.
So I did my first flip, I think, what was it, last year or the year before? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
you
And
did.
that was great. And then I own my condo now, and like now I'm looking at another flip. So to me, it's just like, don't get me wrong, I would love to do it. It's just like, man, I don't know if I want to spend the time studying and going to school and all that.
Well, in the state of Texas, you can work for a new home builder and not need your real estate
See, and
license.
I love that you're sharing that. See,
Because
and
not that
need
many
to-
people know that.
Need to,
Yeah.
and people do need to be educated on
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
even in the apartment
talking about that the
industry,
other day.
you don't need your real
No.
estate license for apartments
Correct.
and all that.
But like
So-
I have friends that work in
That's
this
amazing.
business, like in Florida, and they have to go to the board and update their license and do all that stuff because it's needed in certain states. We just got lucky that in here we don't need to do it.
So if someone's trying to find a home
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to know like what's going on in the market right now to where you could share that to people if they're looking for a home.
Correct. So it was a big correction after COVID, right?
Uh-huh.
Because during COVID, the rates dropped, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the home prices went like skyrocketed. So a lot of people felt like, oh crap, like it became like this like panic. I have to buy a house. And so it created such a demand for homes and that we ran out of homes. You know, a new
Yep.
builder can only build so many homes and have them ready for people to purchase. So all of a sudden, you know, supply and demand, right? So there
Yeah.
was less supply. So then the prices went up and people were still buying. You're like, what is going on? I don't think overall the builders were prepared for that impact, but it happened. And that's why, but now with things kind of coming after COVID, so now we see that the house prices are dropping, but interest rates and inflation
But a
have
lot of
caused
people,
the rates to
but
go
I
up.
think, correct me if I'm wrong, but people need to realize that those interest rates were there before.
Way before.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Just that
People
everyone
were
got
buying
comfortable
at
with
7,
the
8,
with
9.
the lower
Yes.
ones.
During COVID, they dropped for a bit, so people
but
are
people
trying
need to
expect
realize
that
like
percentage
Yes.
at
it's
this
not
point.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, rates
It's
were
going
low
right
for a
back.
couple
Yeah.
of years.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realized that the rates were low for a couple of years. But then when it was too late.
And you could always refinance too.
You could. There's a saying in our industry: you marry the house and you date the rate, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because
I
you
think
can
Scott said
always,
something about that when he was
because you
on.
can always refi. That's what people. I think people are getting better educated on that too, because there's a lot of stuff on home building that's
sure.
now on the. You know, you can Google that. I think
Yeah.
people now are a little bit more. Self-educated. They go and they do shop and they do try to get online and learn about what's happening in the market. So I feel overall buyers are a little bit more educated when it comes to that. But here in San Antonio, like the bubble is outside of 1604, right? And now new homes. That's a big deal, right, for new home sales. But there's a market missing for homes that are like $250 and under, because a lot of people can't afford a $500,000 home or $400,000 home. So the average, household income in San Antonio, like 45? So there is a big market for people that need a pre-owned home that costs $250 or less, or even a new home for that amount. So I just think that a lot of people, if you're sitting on a house, right, your grandma's house, your tia's house, your house, and like you haven't done what we call a CMA, it's called a current market analysis. You should do one. It's free. Get with the realtor. I think everybody knows a realtor, or everybody has a realtor in the family.
At this point, I would hope
right?
so.
Like I feel that way.
Yeah.
But that's super easy. Just get a market analysis on your home, so that way you know how much value you're sitting on in your house. Like you'd be surprised. Like now that I'm in the South Side, right? San Antonio.
South Side's growing, people.
It is
it's
crazy.
booming.
Yes.
It's huge right now.
It is
Especially
so
the
crazy.
city-based area, because y'all are around there, right?
City base is just ridiculous.
It's crazy right
It's
now.
just so nuts. There's a
Yeah.
rumor that they might build a Papados in that area, because that's how much
Everything right now.
how
It's
big
booming,
it is.
booming.
But San Antonio expanded so quickly. North, we're almost like at what? We're past Bulverde.
Yeah.
East, we're already at Seguin. West, we're in Bernie. But there really isn't growth on the south. So like where I'm at, I'm literally at the corner of Zara Zamora and 410. That would be like selling brand new Perry homes at the corner of Ingram and 410.
Damn.
Like if you think about that,
That's
right?
crazy.
Wow.
Now we're so far out, but we're right there. And another stigma that people in the South Side don't have money. They do have money.
Oh yeah, they do. They buy land too.
They buy
over there.
land. They just don't. They spend it on the things they really want, and
That's
they're
crazy.
very community. So the community's been doing great. All my buyers are all Southsiders. I love them all.
Oh,
Harlandale
nice.
strong. A lot of
There
my
you go.
buyers.
Southside?
Yeah, Southside
Right.
for sure. But a lot of these people sat on these houses in the South Side. Most of them are paid off, or they owe very little. But they don't know that if you get a current market analysis, you're sitting on 200,000. You're sitting on 150.
I think that's
you
what
know?
You know what's
Yeah.
another area is growing is Cibolo.
That's been growing.
Like
That's
it's, they have their brand new HEB out there, and so I'm gonna tell a quick story because I saw a party bus that was out there, right? And I have a client that has a business. Brittany was on our show with the Nice Aesthetics with the passion drips and all that. So went out there to do my meeting, and I saw a party bus out there. When I got done with the meeting, I walked around the building and asked who owned that bus. Met the gentleman. It was his brothers. Talked to him, and started just talking about business real quick with him. All of a sudden, he tells me that he owns the land, the building, all this stuff. And then he goes, "Guess how much I bought this land for?" I said, "How much?" He goes, $70,000.
That's crazy.
He goes, $70,000 I paid for this land. Then I spent $1.2 million for the building. He goes, the evaluation of this, everything, is worth over $7 million. I was like, damn. I was like, you're blessed.
That's smart.
And then he tells me, because I had asked when we were talking about the party bus that he has, I said, do you want to sell your party bus? He's like, not really. I said, all right, perfect, because I really didn't want to buy it. I said, but I'll tell you this, I can offer you an owner-operator agreement. And he goes, I love it. I said, it'll be a 70-30 split. I said, you still own it, I operate it, I do all the logistics behind it. I was like, but if maintenance wrong, whatever, blah, 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 you take it. Yes. And he goes, I'll do that all day. Just tell me what I need to do. He's like, I want to do it now. He goes, tell me what I need to do, get this bus running. He goes, and we'll get the second bus, we'll get the third bus, we'll get the fourth. He's like, I want buses and limos. I was like, all right. He's like, if you could operate everything, by all means. I was like, shit, I do that all day too. So, but it's crazy. But with real estate, being at the right place at the right time and understanding the market and understanding the land. So Southside is growing.
Sure. Like if you go now down Zara Zamora, and everybody knew where the Toyota plant was, right? Or, you kind of knew where the Toyota plant was.
Yeah.
Like in 2 years, you're not gonna recognize driving down Zara Zamora. Like it's just, and
It's growing that far
there's
out.
so much land there,
Yeah.
and there's so much commercial land there that I'm sure that people are gonna get hip to this real quick and start buying chunks of land and just sitting on it because there's gonna need bars out there, restaurants, and everything. And like just Vida itself was a big initiative from the city of San Antonio was to support the infrastructure around Texas A&M, right? There wasn't even apartments down there. So think about like me as a mom, like taking my kid, for college, and there's no apartment around the campus. Like I might not think of sending my daughter or my son there because they have to drive so far just to find, room
All
and
you
board.
investors that are watching is 10%.
That's right. So the great thing is now with Vida, and there's a website called www.livevida.com. You can check it all out. This is being backed by the city of San Antonio, District 4, LULAC, the mayor, everybody. And it is going to just be be houses first, but then all in front. You've been to Texas A&M, we did the remotes, right?
Yeah.
So right there in front of the campus, they're going to tear all of that up, and they're going to make like a Zócalo, like a yard space, kind of like the Pearl. They're going to do buildings there. They're going to do a town center. They're going to be restaurants, bars, and shopping on the first level.
Wow,
So it's like a
man.
mix of like the Pearl, La Cantera, right in front of the campus of Texas A&M, and there's going to be all these houses around it.
Ooh,
So
it's
it's
gonna
just
boom.
going to be crazy.
Right?
No, it is.
That's dope.
It's
Damn.
going to be great.
For
I'll be on the
Um,
south side more.
All
No,
right.
for sure. And like, you know, people were scared because Perry homes were not the least expensive homes, right?
Yeah,
They're luxury
yeah.
homes. People were worried about buying $400,000-$500,000 homes in the South Side, but we've been making appraisal value, if not over appraisal value.
That's good.
So, which is great. And one of the first people that bought was Mr. Jose Barba. He's one of the managers at the Dodge dealership right there on Military. And young guy, you know, young family, and he's the one that put the mariachis for and everything on social media
Nice.
because he was my first Vila closing. He bought his house at 451 and it appraised at like 515.
Wow.
Oh shit.
He walked into
That's a
equity.
nice little fucking
So,
company.
That
yeah.
was amazing.
You know,
Yeah.
Shit.
Funny story.
So
like,
people,
my-
if y'all want to invest,
Well,
do it
there-
in Southside.
Yeah, and there's
Buy a
several
house.
builders. I'm
Yep.
not the only builder, but of course, if you can buy a Perry from JoJo.
Hey.
But it's just
That's
gonna
like,
be,
show the medal.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun down there. There's a brand new HEB at the corner of Roosevelt and
There you go.
410.
HEB just killing the game.
HEB just.
What were you
killing
gonna
it.
say, Jacob?
Oh no, I was just gonna go off of what you're talking about, like getting an appraisal. Like my grandparents, well, my parents, they were. It's funny because I took my grandfather, which is my father. I took him to his like a little doctor's appointment, and then we were cruising like down. I think it was like Flores and Military, and he's like, son, like there was there used to be like a train or a bus that took us from Military to downtown here, just one train. Now there's all these like restaurants and businesses and everything. He's like, you know how much I paid for you and your mom's, well, my grandma, the house that we lived in on the southeast side. He's like, I paid over, I think like 10,000.
Crazy.
And then
For the house?
Yeah.
for their house that they live in, that they raised my aunts and
That's
my aunts and my
crazy.
tios, like there's 8 of them. Anyways, that was a long time ago, you know, obviously. And what? So I have a bunch of family that's in realting. Like I have realtors everywhere, and they did what you said, that appraisal. Just what is this house worth? Right now, it's about like $250K.
That's
For
amazing.
My
something they paid 10,000 for it.
My grandfather
That's
paid
fucking
so many.
he paid like 10K. It's paid up obviously, but now the appraisal for it in that area where they're at, it's like 250K.
That's
That's
amazing.
And like
Crazy.
not only like you have folks trying to buy the house from them,
Yeah.
but you have the city.
Probably
like,
have
going-
a bunch of wholesalers trying to buy it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's like a big deal.
So-
Yeah, the
so,
investors
yeah.
trying to come and grab the houses.
Wholesalers.
we have a bunch
Yeah.
of well, thankfully we have like family and realtors.
Well,
Like,
I'm going to put another pin in that because it
Yeah.
happens. Like, you don't have to be on the title. You don't have to have some big attorney.
Yeah.
But, like, if your grandma, your grandpa, y'all listen up real quick. If you can be on the will. Because if grandma and grandpa die, mom and dad die,
Yeah.
and there's nothing that legally binds you to that house, the city can take it. You know
Well,
what I'm
that-
saying?
that's-
If
I've-
you owe
I've
the
seen
bank, the
movies on
bank can
that.
take
Like,
it. So,
the
like,
city
yeah.
will come after you
So
and
I'm
take
just
that
saying. So,
regardless.
like, you know, that's something that a lot of us Latinos, Hispanics,
No,
or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
growing up, you're not educated on that stuff,
That's
right?
so
Mom and
true.
dad don't talk about those things.
There's a movie on
but,
that.
you know, you
Yep.
have to
Yeah.
be careful now. And like I said, you could literally download like a will form. It
Yeah.
has to just be
Get it on
signed.
paper.
You have to just get it on paper. You
Yeah,
can get it
for sure.
notarized. We have a notary right here, Ms. Nat Boogie.
Hey, I forgot
And-
about that.
No, I'm being
Notarize
serious
documents,
because
yes.
that can save your family
No,
so
for real.
much headaches
That's a
and,
big thing,
and,
too.
and a loss.
Yeah.
If you know, if you don't have to go
The
through
city
that.
will just strip it from you, like nothing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That-
I
and
did
it
not know
sucks.
that.
It's really like deep when it comes to that because it's legally they could do that.
Well, I mean, you could eventually win it, but it goes
No,
into
yeah.
probate. You have to go
There's
to
a rabbit
court.
hole. Yeah,
there's a rabbit
all
hole
this
you have to
extra
go through.
thing. Yeah,
There's a
it's a
rabbit
hot
hole.
mess.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't do that.
Fuck all that.
No,
But-
we appreciate you
Yeah.
being on and
Yeah.
sharing
Let's
a
go.
lot of information. You know,
You have
And
to have a
it's-
640 credit score. I'm
I
scared.
was
Hey!
that was literally my next question. I was about to ask
What's
that
the
before
credit
we end.
score
I was
look
about to
like?
ask, what does
Yeah.
their credit like need to look like for them to like be
Average,
able to even
average.
think
So
about?
if you're a veteran,
Sure.
like military some outside lenders or lenders, they can get you in like at 550, 560, 580, especially if you're dual income, like husband and wife, right? And then you have circumstances, you know, they can get you through there, but the rates aren't pretty, right? So like the lower the credit score, the higher the interest rates. So it's as simple, right? Because the banks are taking a risk, so they're going to charge you more, which I know sometimes doesn't make sense, but it does. So like 640 is like the minimum decent credit score kind of sweet spot. Obviously, if FHA 680, you go to conventional loans, you have to have a 740, 780. So like conventional loans have a little bit more stricter qualifications than an FHA do. But another big tidbit, if you can take from this, for everybody out there that has Credit Karma, that is not real credit, folks. That is cosmetic credit. That is saying that is what your credit score could be if they win and are able to take off all those challenges and things that you're, fighting against off. So it is a wish of a credit. That's not really your credit score.
You gotta go to a credit.
And so we go through that all the time because people are like, Jojo, look, I got a 680 in my Credit Karma. No, hombre. Then we go and they apply with my lender and they're like a 570. I'm having heart attacks.
It's so funny you say that because I have mine with freecreditreport.com.
That's good. Experience.
I just monitor, keep an eye on everything. So,
but either way, you can always get a free credit report from your bank.
You can.
Also from your bank. Like your bank will be happy to give you your credit score analysis for free, so you can see it. But Credit Karma, man, it's no bueno. Don't do that.
Credit Karma. I don't know because I have Credit Karma.
She's like, I'm gonna go off of them.
She made that post.
I got a 750 right now.
I actually go and check because they're the actual websites like that. You actually go check.
You made a post.
But you actually go check your actual websites. And I went to go
credit
check
score was
it was the same.
800.
It was the same, yeah.
Yeah, see, so
I'm at 802 on one and 806
so
on the other one.
So if she has 802 on Credit Karma, is it
the actual websites?
So let's get you a house, Natalie.
No comment.
Credit Karma told me, but then I actually checked the actual websites for the actual credit report. I checked the actual website because I don't have any. I'm very good. Like
I would think you would have 800.
I didn't go to school, like college. I don't have student loans. I don't have.
No,
I don't have
That's
that
good.
shit.
And
so I actually
because sometimes people have more income, have more debt, and have more bad credit.
Because a lot of them went to school and got fucking a degree that they have paid fucking crazy amount of fucking
but that
student
stuff
loans
is like all those things are fixable.
But there is good debt and there's bad debt. I hope people understand that too.
Yes.
That's a whole different topic. So
but maxing out your Victoria's Secret credit card, not a good idea.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Before Fiesta. Before
you
Fiesta.
Yeah, for sure. Like you'd be surprised.
She's trying to get chose.
Right?
She's trying to get chose.
She's trying to get those white flip flops looking good.
Oh man, that Victoria's Secret credit card. Oh, cons. Please don't get a cons credit card.
Oh, I have cons.
Am I getting in trouble? We're talking crap
about
the business.
I've always had. You know what's so crazy? I've always had a cons account.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they so? I didn't know they're so fucking around.
And
have
everything.
you checked your interest rate on that cons credit card?
I just do. I do the 24 month no interest. Yeah, and then I pay it off within 12 months.
You know what I did that was
so
really
I
smart
always
for
do that.
myself?
People don't pay it off in the 24
I know, but I do. I don't want to pay no interest rates.
You know what I did that was really smart for myself? All of my credit card debt that I had, it was only like maybe $5,000. I got because I bank with Security Service.
Okay.
That's who I bank with. I had a car loan with them a long time ago,
really
and I
good
bank
credit
with them.
Union.
Mm-hmm. But I closed out all of my credit card accounts, and I got a personal loan through Security Service. So instead of having the 20-something% interest rate on all of my credit cards, I got like an 8-9% interest rate with fucking Security Service. Consolidated everything. Literally, that's when my fucking credit score shot up.
Yeah, because they paid it. Because they paid it off.
When I closed all my credit card, or I didn't close them. They're still open.
They're open.
But I paid them all off.
That's good though.
Don't co-sign for people.
And then don't co-sign.
Tell me that.
Don't co-sign for girlfriends, boyfriends, because
do not.
But that's what helped me out.
Credit is forever.
That's what helped me out of my credit.
Boyfriends are not.
Back.
Man, so that's another one that we see, and you'd be surprised like how many people like forgot or forget that they co-signed something or don't know that they co-signed something. So you're pulling up your credit, and then all of a sudden the wife is like, "Who the f is Linda? And why does she have?" You know what I'm saying? Like for real,
Linda.
What? Okay, Linda. I was gonna say another name, but I'm just.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Linda.
But anyway, no, just stuff like that. But it's always good just to there's just a lot of things that people just don't know, like when it comes to buying homes or about their credit.
So how can they contact you? How do they reach you if they're looking for a home or want to get, the first steps in trying to even consider it?
For sure. Like, I'm always
the best way to
down
reach you?
to just even have conversations with people.
Uh-huh.
I think it's important for someone that knows, and a lot of people are scared to buy a house. Like, I hear that all the time. They walk in and they feel like it's going to be bougie and no one's going to be nice to them because they can't afford it. I'm not like that. Like, I'll talk to anybody about it and
Nice.
I'll get deep in with it. Like, what's going on? The first thing to do is to get in contact with me. It's easy. I'm on Facebook.
Slide in her DMs.
You know what I'm saying? JoJo King. I'm with Perry Homes. I'm at Vida 50.
Okay.
So my information's on the website.
Phone number?
Yeah, that's easy. 210-286-0874.
There you go.
All
And
right.
even if you can't buy my house, or even if you can't do that, I'm always happy to refer you to someone that can help you get into the $300,000 home, the $250,000 home. And especially like for young women, I believe home ownership is so important. Then there's so many single moms out there that, I'm always down just to offer advice, offer help.
There you go.
If I can, I'm more than glad to do it.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
That's dope, man.
Yes.
And how do they follow you
That's
on
dope.
social media?
I'm just JoJo King on Facebook.
JoJo King.
JoJo King.
JoJo King. And then on Instagram, I don't do a lot of Insta. I should. But
You
it's
should.
also
You
JoJo
should.
King Perry Homes. That's
Okay.
my Instagram name.
You just changed it, right? Because I tagged you earlier in the post. I her name was not this long before. She's
I
trying to be like
know.
Natasha,
I was trying to
Riverwalk
figure
Queen,
out
North
how to
Daniel
do it.
for
to
life.
people to find
Por
me.
vida.
Let's go. JoJo King.
She changed her name longer?
She just changed her
I
name
did.
too.
Just made it
Well, I'm
longer,
trying
JoJo
it
King.
I
out.
tagged her earlier. Like her
Friendly.
name was not this long.
I'm
before.
showing my age. I'm just not Insta friendly, and and so I don't know how for people to find me on Instagram. So I thought if I put it all together, JoJo King Perry Homes.
All right.
Right, if you search it,
It makes
I thought
sense.
it
Yes,
so straight
could
to you.
branding.
pop up. It's branding.
It is branding.
Nice.
You're with Perry Homes.
Yeah,
and
and my
it's
name is JoJo.
It's
Yeah.
easy. Simple.
I sell
You know.
houses.
smart move, you know?
Smart
I do really want to.
So this week-
this weekend,
Uh-huh.
media dinner at Culture on
Yes,
Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of
I'm
fun.
So excited.
There's going to be a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, it's
Good
more
food.
intimate, but people
Good
that are
food.
in the media world, people that are influencers and people that are food bloggers will be there.
Very nice.
Jordan's excited. The guys are excited. It's going to be
She's
intimate.
invited to, right? If she wants to come.
She's invited.
I'm a
Here right now.
radio
Yeah.
alumni.
He's
Alumni,
coming.
there you
He's
go.
coming with me. So if you
So-
want to come too,
Alumnus.
you're more than welcome.
So, yes, that's great.
Yep.
It makes sense. So, Robbie will be there too as well.
Robbie,
Robbie.
Rob.
Yep,
Robbie,
98.5.
Let's go, Robbie.
So, but there's going to be some media people that we all know from SA Current, from ISA, from YOLO Texas,
Jazz will be
from
there.
Jasmine.
Alpha Media, just several good people, good influencers, good food bloggers
Nice.
on there.
And
so
what's going to
excited.
happen?
So
What's going to
fucking
happen
So
at the event?
It's going to be
It's
just an
just
intimate
food.
dinner review of their experience
Okay.
of what they have to offer.
At Culture.
So, at Culture, yes.
Okay.
So it's just
And you were
it's
there
a
for my
private
birthday, so
it's
you'll
a
know what
private
their
it's a
food is.
private event, so it's not just open to anyone. Just a private event, but that's the way we're gonna kick off this week. And then Thursday, there's
Her
so many
event.
different events. You know, JoJo's
420.
events. There's a
It's
lot
also
of events.
420.
420.
Talk about your event real
You
quick
know?
again.
Realtor Client Appreciation Party, open to all realtors, anybody that's in the real estate
We're at-
industry at McIntyre's.
And McIntyre's, y'all.
Downtown, there's only one location.
Mm-hmm.
It's the kickoff of Fiesta, and there will be fireworks from downtown area. So you get to kind of celebrate and then also enjoy some free fireworks.
Yes,
There you
and
go.
us two will be in the building.
Let's do it.
The after
And
party
then-
at Trey
Songs.
I'm gonna
Songs.
be exploring that.
And then what else do we have going on? Oh, 1902. 1902 is Key Glock is going to be doing the after party at 1902.
Is it on
Nice.
422?
Yes, it's on
Oh,
420.
Wow.
shit.
So
I forgot
Key
Key
Glock
was here
is
that
here
night.
in San Antonio. I don't know who he is. I just know a lot
He
of
doesn't know
young
who Key
people
Glock
know.
is.
I didn't know who he is
Who's
and
Key
at all.
Glock?
Rapper as
So
fuck.
some rapper.
I'm gonna Google him.
He's going to be
Rest in
performing
peace
at.
to Young Dolph.
He's
That was
going to
like
be
one of his BFFs.
performing
Yeah,
at
they always did
Aztec
like
Theater.
shit
Yeah.
together.
Oh, wow.
But he's doing
The after party's at 1902.
Yes, but
Okay.
he's there. He's here on the 20th and the 21st. So on the 21st,
Oh, nice. Sean probably
it's
knows
gonna
who he
be-
is. I'm going to ask
yeah.
him.
21st is
Him
going to
and Rob
be
probably will
at
come.
1902 for the official after party.
Nice. Him and Trey Songs will probably
And
meet
then
up at some
Saturday is the biggest fight of the decade.
Yes.
You have
Tank.
Forgot
Davis
about that.
versus
Let's go,
Garcia.
Tank.
Yes.
It's
Is that
going to
where
be
we're going for
one
Tank?
hell
We're going
of
for
a
Tank?
show,
Ryan
Okay.
Garcia
one hell of
and
a
Tank.
fight. everyone comment below on who do you think is gonna win. So you think Tank?
Is it Ryan
I think
Garcia
Tank.
local
Ryan Garcia?
or no?
Yeah.
I thought he was
He's
local.
not local, but
he's
he's
from the camp, right?
but
He's big
San
here,
Antonio,
though,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, he's a big
big.
dude.
He's big. He's big.
I'm
From
kind of going for Ryan Garcia. 'Cause
Garcia,
I heard
you?
Tank had a lot of like stipulations in the fucking contract.
He did
for
have a
on
lot
Garcia
of-
couldn't,
he-
could
There's a
not
lot of back
do.
and forth
You know,
with that fight.
Yeah, it was a lot.
This is what I say. I like both fighters. I like Tank.
Tank's
he was
good, man.
I was kind of
He
like
is
going
a
Yeah,
leaning
he's a
towards
beast, dude.
Tank, but because of all that happened,
Yeah.
all I want to know,
It's
all I
making me
want to see
scared.
is just a good fight.
Yeah.
I want to see a clean fight. They're both undefeated. They're both in their prime,
Yeah.
and it's just great for
It's
boxing.
gonna be a good
Yeah.
fight.
So
Where's it
remember
gonna
what?
be at?
It's in Vegas,
Yeah.
but if
I know,
anyone
also-
has any
Is it
watch parties,
pay-per-view or-
just let us
Pay-per-view.
know. Yeah,
Probably go to
pay-per-view.
Scout Center
Yes.
again, 'cause
Okay.
remember we
So-
watched the
Well,
last
that's
fight there?
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday's oyster bake.
Yep.
And then also Taste of New Orleans is on Sunday,
Taste of New Orleans
which I think we're
Sunday.
gonna go to because we want to eat some
have
amazing
to work.
food.
So
And then what?
I
I'm
will.
gonna try to.
Oh yeah,
No, they're-
Mexicana
Oh,
on
Mexicana
Mexicana
Cafe.
on the
Yes.
Robert and
22nd.
Sean are gonna
Yeah.
be
You
in
as
town.
well.
I'll probably just get the fight at my
So
house.
shout out to Louis
Yeah, that'd be
and the
easy.
guys over there.
Yes, they're gonna do their 420
They did
festival
sponsor
thing
the
that they're
show
gonna
too
have.
as well for tonight as
And
well.
their
So
food
shout out
was
to
fucking amazing.
Mexicana
We were
Cafe.
there last Monday. If you watched last Monday, their food was amazing.
and Javi, if you could show their flyer, you can any minute if you want as well. And then on the 23rd, we're gonna take a trip for what I'm gonna do for the weekend is party buses. The fight, gonna watch the fight probably at home, and then on the 23rd, I'm gonna go to Dallas because Dallas has their pizza festival. So
You're going for
Oh,
that?
yeah, big on
I'm
that.
going
You
on
love
that.
Big on
pizza like
pizza.
that?
I
Well,
love
he's
pizza,
doing one
but I'm
here.
doing the
Oh.
Yeah,
San
so
Antonio
he wants
Pizza
to go check
Festival
their
here, so I need to
Oh,
go.
I
Yeah, he
love
wants
I
to
need to
go
go
check their
study
house.
it. I need to
Oh,
go study.
All right.
So yes, so go out there, and I actually Michael from Tank's Pizza is gonna go there too as well.
Oh, so Tank's Pizza shop Reggie. I don't know if Reggie owns it or promotes it. You know Reggie.
I know
Old
Reggie.
school
Oh, he
Reggie.
promotes
Yeah,
it,
old school
just-
Reggie.
He had
Michael's the
slid
only
into my
owner.
DMs for my birthday.
Oh,
He
nice.
wanted me to do a birthday thing there, but I was already planning it at Culture.
Oh,
So I didn't know he was part of it too. So shout out to Tank's Pizza.
I could be
know
wrong.
that.
We
I've
were
seen
talking
it.
about it before he even
Yes.
hit me
Where's
up
it
before
at?
my birthday.
East Side.
East side.
Yeah, we
yes.
were talking about it before
So-
he even hit
Reg.
me up because we
That
even about
Reg,
it.
yes.
Reggie, you know
Okay, I
Reggie.
know Reggie.
Yeah, you know Reggie. Yeah.
Go Reggie.
So
Make it happen.
it's gonna be fun. A lot of
Yes.
fun. A lot of pizza over
Then there's
there.
Nyosa kicks off on Monday.
There you go.
It's crazy that it's Fiesta already. Like that's fucking
The
nuts.
Market
Like
Square.
what the fuck is this?
The
It's
best
just-
tripas are in front of San Fernando Cathedral.
Okay.
There's three little viejitas, and they're always there. I hope they're still there this year.
Aw.
But they clean them out. They're so crispy, and they make this like guacamole
I think we need to
sauce
go with you so that you can
with,
show us.
like,
where-
Right, I'm all
cilantro.
hungry
Oh
now.
my
Go
god,
with you.
It's all
it's
growly
so
and
good.
shit.
Stop it.
Best tripas.
Stop it.
I'm getting fucking a
Stop it.
Turkey
gordita.
leg.
I'm getting a gordita from fucking Market
Chicken
Square.
on a stick is
because
what.
We were at Market Square last year, and there was
Bro.
one at Market Square because I tried a few different booths. There was one
Oh,
certain booth where it tasted
chowed
so
down last
fucking
year.
good.
Bro.
It was so bad.
I was like, okay, now I know a booth to go to every
Oh
year.
my
So
God.
My little
I already
backpack,
have my
remember?
fucking gordita
The funnel.
fucking.
I
Yes.
was like
Funnel cake.
Dora,
All
the
of it.
Explorer last year. I feel my little backpack. Well, it was so
I
much
can't believe
cheaper
it's
for us to buy the beers at the liquor store.
Oh, we did that. I forgot. Yes, there's a liquor store right across the street from
It was
South.
like $10
Yeah,
or 20
yeah.
ounces.
Yeah.
It's just
You were with
stupid.
us too or no? No, you
No,
weren't.
no,
It
no,
was
no,
JT.
no, no,
It was
no,
JT.
no,
JT
It was
Oh,
was
oh,
with
yeah,
us.
JT.
Yeah.
Yes, we were hitting the liquor store and then we'd go back to San Fernando Cathedral and Market Square and walking with our beers and shit. That's how you're smart. Go to the fucking liquor store, like $2-3.
I'm telling you, man.
I forgot.
Or
We're
you
not
could
trying
be
to
sober
cheat.
and not drink at all.
That's right.
My
You could be sober.
7-year anniversary of my sobriety is the 25th of this month.
Hey,
So 25th of this month.
7.
Yep.
Lucky
Congratulations.
7,
That's
man.
fucking
Let's go.
dope.
I
That
pulled
is
all
huge.
Easter, not one
So,
drop.
all right.
That was
She
a
did.
good
She went for
girl.
Lent. Yeah,
I
she did.
did.
She
I
went
went
for
hard
Lent.
for Lent.
That's
For
awesome.
Jesus,
That's
I went
amazing.
hard for Jesus.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
Now I'm
Hey,
gonna
God
finish
is
this
dope.
off
If you didn't see my fucking shirt.
again. Yeah, God is
God
dope.
is
Yes,
dope.
yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes. And I know that
Amen.
we don't have
Oh,
enough time.
yes,
I know we don't have enough
CBC.
time,
I
but
know.
I know
I'm
that
sorry, it's already late.
I know that you had a great experience
Yeah.
meeting Pastor Ed from CBC.
Yes.
Correct.
If you can make it really quick on your experience meeting him.
Yeah, I mean, just long story short, I mean, I'm a spiritual guy. Like I don't want to get like too deep into that, but I was just at the gym, and then I needed someone to talk to. When times get dark, and I just saw like someone on a Stairmaster, and when you go to the gym, you obviously will recognize who's new, who's not new, and I saw some guy, and I was about to call I was in the military, obviously, and I was about to call one of my chaplains. I was such in a dark time, and just so happens I went up to this guy, and he looked really familiar from social media. He's like one of the big pastor and stuff like that in San Antonio. Well, I went up to him. he was on a Stairmaster, and I was like, hey, sir, are you a pastor? And Lord be know, man, it was Pastor Ed, man. He was turning and burning on that goddamn Stairmaster, and you know, the connection and the story of what I opened up to him. He's like, you know what, we could talk all day, son. Let open up to me. So I opened up to him real quick what was going on, and this guy was like a number. Not to get spiritual again, but like sometimes you run into like number frequencies. You'll run into like 111. Everyone says 1111. Let's make a wish. You run into 888. You know, that's what I ran into personally. 888 was a big. It's been big with me right now.
Okay.
And 888 was big. I shared him that story, and he's like, you know what, Jacob, I want to share with you something, and you know, he was on the. Everyone that knows on the Stairmaster, you go by stories. Mm-hmm. Well, he was on his 8th story, and he had been on it for like 8 minutes and change.
Oh, wow.
And he's writing a book. He either published it or he's writing a book right now. And he talks about how special the number 8 is to him. Mm. Well, I mean, I get goosebumps talking about it, but that thing like dropped real. So it hit me heavy because of what I was going through. And he said, you know, I want you, when you're ready, to come down to my church at CBC. And one of the things I did this past Sunday was I actually went to CBC, and I went to go see him, and he preached. Awesome service. Mm-hmm. You know, the band was awesome. The message was awesome. Yes. He saw me, and Pastor Ed, I don't know if you watched this, man, but I mean, I'm here, man. I'm still standing up, my chin's up, and I'm walking straight forward.
I'm so gonna share this to him because I have a really good relationship with Pastor Ed.
You have to, man.
About that.
I have a really good relationship with him.
At the end of the service, after the end of the service, I was trying to talk to him, but he actually, after service, he kind of like took off real quick. So, if he sees me personally, he'll know that he called it. It was a divine meeting.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. A big divine meeting, and like I said, I get goosebumps talking about it.
I love it.
I'm not gonna go much deeper into it because it gets kind of emotional. But I will say this: Pastor Ed is, if he sees me one-on-one, Mike, I know you have a good relationship with him. We ever see each other, cool. There's going to be a deep story and a big.
That's amazing. I love it.
I loved it. He was telling me about it, and I was telling him how I actually met Pastor Ed at the Davies Entertainment fight.
I never knew him.
Kylie and Scott Maloof and
Correct.
stuff like that.
He was at the Brawl too.
Actually, really quick, they are having so Davies Entertainment has a fight on Cinco de Mayo, but this Friday at Slackers Thousand Oaks, they're having a meet and greet with some of the boxers.
Yep.
At Slackers, so I'm actually going to be there Friday too. That's going on this weekend too. There's a lot of shit going on.
There's
this
a lot of
weekend.
Fiesta.
But I thought it was really cool that he was telling me about that because I was telling him about you and Pastor Ed and the whole sobriety thing that they did and that you're always there. And so I was like, let me know when you want to go to church. I'll go with you. I'll tell MikeAnthony. So
that's been a really spiritual time. That's awesome.
It was powerful.
I got in contact with Desmond.
Desmond, yes.
You know Desmond.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was struggling during Lent, and I just reached out to Desmond, and Desmond was like, call me. So Desmond and I were on the phone for like 2 hours, and we just had like the best conversation.
Desmond is incredible.
Yeah, because I'm very analytical. Like my mind works differently. So the way he like presented it to me was like almost like if you can have a vision board like for your work and your success, why can't you put other things on there?
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he goes, if that's the way you need to see it. And so I was like, like, you know.
Everyone treats it so differently.
Yes.
So Desmond is one of my brothers, and Chris Motts is one of my brothers. And Chris is publicly, he'll speak about his sobriety, and he will tell you he needs to go to AA meetings 4 or 5 times out of the week. He needs that. Desmond needs to go to church, needs to give back, needs to be part of the community. They do things that help them continue their path and their journey in sobriety.
Yeah.
Me, it's so weird because I don't need both of those things, but what gets me going is being around people that drink, which is weird.
Yeah.
Me being around people in the nightlife and people that drink encourages me not to drink.
That's crazy.
Which is like right there in front of me.
Dumb we act sometimes.
Yes. I'm that person now. I buy everyone shots, and then I slowly
He'll buy us shots and get us fucked up, and he'll be like, haha, bitches.
Get away because
that's crazy.
That's it, you know. But
during Easter, like with Nat, she knew like I wasn't going out at all.
You're good, yeah.
And but it was bothering me because I felt I was cheating the experience. Because isn't the real temptation being out, seeing the alcohol, being around it? So wasn't that the real test to see if you could pass that? Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go out, and I went home that night. I was like, oh, go JoJo. Like you know
No,
what I'm saying? Like
good
you
job.
did. You felt good about it.
It's good, man.
It's good.
And you're right, because like for me, like with Desmond was like, you have a way of dealing with it, or you have a way
Sure.
of like
Yep.
finding Christ and having God in your life. And then like when we talked about it, he goes, JoJo, you're this act of service. Like you like to do
He's like,
things
God
for
is
people.
dope.
And so I thought, I do love to do things for people. And so like that was cool. Desmond,
Oh, for
shout out
sure,
to
man.
Desmond, because he helped
Shout
me
out
out
to
a lot
Desmond.
too.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
No, it's amazing, and I love that you shared it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I am going to show this clip
I
to
love
Pastor Ed.
Do it, man.
I will.
He'll remember me.
Shout out to Skylar as well, because Skylar is launching their brunch for Mother's Day, which is coming around the corner.
Okay.
Shoot,
At
when is
Ace of
Mother's Day?
Steaks.
It's May what?
May 14th or
Okay.
something like
That's
that.
what time.
Okay,
You got
shit,
some time.
what the fuck is it coming up? I forgot.
But what I want to say is
I
that
think.
because we're talking about Pastor Ed, Skylar
Yeah.
wants to meet Pastor Ed, so we're all gonna go to church
Aw.
next Saturday. Actually, this Saturday we're gonna go to church at 5:00, and I'm gonna do my best to introduce him. So if you want to go with us, you're more than welcome to come with us, join us at church, because I know I'm not gonna be here Sunday because I'll be in Dallas for the Pizza Festival. But Pastor Ed is amazing.
He's awesome.
He's one of the best pastors I've ever met, because he's so involved in the community, and he's just a kind, giving guy that
Yeah,
will
man. I
stop
didn't
his
know him.
workout to talk to someone and listen.
Yeah.
And that's just amazing.
Yeah.
On
I didn't know
on
him
it.
at all, man.
On that note, again, thank you. You being on the show. Thank you for
sure.
everyone that's been watching
we
us
ran late.
for
I'm sorry.
almost
We
2
had so
hours.
much to talk
Javi,
about.
you're the man.
It's
Javi,
not
thank you so
normal.
much.
Sorry,
Javi,
guys.
Mexicana,
Really
Luis, gotta go show love over there.
Yes, and shout out to AJ Rivas really quick. He was with us
AJ
at the drag
Rivas.
brunch yesterday and at La Roca, and he fucking
Oh my God,
killed
that guy killed it all day, man.
He did his
He
thing.
slayed it.
Was that the
AJ,
second DJ after Double R?
No, he
No,
was chilling with us.
AJ, the Selena
AJ
dude.
Rivas.
Oh,
Jessica.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was in
I love you.
Jessica when she saw him.
I love you,
Yeah,
AJ.
he
He's a
changed.
good guy.
Yes, thank you,
Good
AJ, for
people,
joining us
being
yesterday.
a cheese man.
We had such a good
It's
time.
amazing. You got to go check out
And
their music
congratulations
video
to the
too
new
as well.
co-host, Michelle, right?
Michelle,
Yes,
congratulations to
congratulations to the
her.
new co-host.
There's so much. I mean, we could go on and on. With
I know.
this,
I still have more to talk
but
about. I want to talk about top
I
five,
do-
but we don't got time.
I know, right? Well,
This
no, real
party
quick.
about to
Top
be-
five. Who are your top five DJs?
Top five
Top five
DJs.
DJs.
In San Antonio?
In San Antonio.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Top
It
five.
doesn't
Top
have-
five.
It doesn't
I'm old
have to be
school.
a
No,
certain
go,
level.
go, go,
It
go,
doesn't have
go.
to be like a
Top
certain
five.
order or anything
AK
like that.
City, Direct, Kiko, and Double R.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
Top five.
Top five.
DJs.
I mean-
Not in any specific order.
Okay, well, I mean, my number one is always going to be Quake, DJ Quake. That's my best friend. He always be there for me. Quake. So we got the other orders. I'm just going to name off the top of my dome, so don't get offended if I just throw this
You
out.
always do that.
Yeah. So I got DJ D1. That's my guy too. Brody. Brody from Y100. That's my other guy too.
I like Brody.
Yeah. Double R. That's
Yes.
my other dude,
Yeah.
man.
With
Like,
him
oh my
yesterday at
God,
La
Double
Roca.
R.
He was going in.
Who would it be my last one? It'd be man. Let's go.
Wait, you only said three. You have two more.
Yeah. No, I have,
No,
I have
you
one
said
more. I have one more.
You said four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quake.
And hey, Alan Wetley, man.
Whitley,
There
yes.
you go.
He's
He's on my
always
list
doing.
too.
He's
I
doing
don't think
something.
on my
I've
list,
heard those five. I mean, some of them, but not
Yeah.
all of them.
Together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
My
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
old
good.
school DJ.
No, I've heard yours. So yes. No.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
I'm all
showing
with.
my age.
I
Yeah.
like mine has changed, but if I could remember, it was Donnie D.
Oh, I forgot.
Donnie D's
Double
always my number
R.
one.
Double
Yeah.
R.
Mystic.
Oh,
Yes, that's
Duano.
another one.
Duano, and I can't think of my fifth one. I always get stuck. Did I say Donnie D, Double R, those two, and then probably E flat. So,
Okay.
Yeah, E flat.
Ah,
Yeah,
good old
yeah.
E flat.
E flat. Yeah.
flat, man.
but when it comes to Latin music, there's only
Uh-oh.
one
No, you're
DJ.
going different route.
Richie Rich is the best
Yes,
Latin DJ in
Richie.
San Antonio, in South Texas,
Richie,
in
man.
Texas.
And our number one viewer.
Yes,
He
number
still
one
needs a
view.
fucking
I'm telling you,
plaque or
DJ
something.
Richie Rich, you are the best Latin
Yes.
Spanish
Let's
DJ.
go, Richie.
I love you, man.
Awesome.
I do.
Which are your top five?
I'm not doing all that right now. We've done it
No,
before.
yeah, we've done it
I
before.
mean, yeah, okay.
So,
Social media.
Yeah.
Social
Do
media.
your social media.
Oh, I mean, you got me on Facebook. I'm at Jacob Lara. My last name is Lara, and then Instagram is going to be jakeyboy.sa.
There you go.
So
Yes.
Jojo King, and then Insta Jojo King Perry Holmes.
there you go.
My email. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Do it, girl.
Joanne.king at
There you go.
perryholmes.com.
Yes. And you could go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, official MikeAnthony.Torres. Late Nights with All Access, official All Access podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And please tune in next Monday night because we will be having our relationship and sex conversation.
Oh.
So
Shit,
please
I
make sure to
forgot
tune
about
in
that.
next Monday night over
At
here
Elsewhere?
at Elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting live people to show up?
No, but if they want to come, they can.
Walk-ups.
Yeah, you're more than welcome
walk
to
on, let's
join
do
us
it.
if you want to see us talk about sex. Maybe, show us some sex toys and shit. You know what I mean? But
No
thank
comment.
you so much, both of y'all, for being
I know,
here.
this is like last minute.
I know. JoJo was our guest
This is
tonight.
Yes, thank you,
Extremely
JoJo.
last
Hopefully
minute.
you had a good time.
I did. I had a great
Jacob
time.
was our super last minute.
Super
fucking
last minute.
co-host. Thank
Well, I
you
was
so
like,
much
let's
for
do it.
filling in. I appreciate you being here.
Thank y'all for
It's
having
Late
me.
Nights with Alexis. I am Natalie Charlene on Facebook, Nat Boogie spelled with no E on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok. Slide in my DMs. It's Late Nights with Alexis. Myself, MikeAnthony, Natasha, and Terrin are usually here with us. And shout out to Javi for making us look and sound good.
Javi!
We appreciate you. Of course, we're over here at Elsewhere. Make sure to come check out Elsewhere and fucking Viva
Elsewhere.
Fiesta San Antonio. It's fucking Fiesta. I'm so excited.
Fiesta.
I can't believe it's already Fiesta, but it is Fiesta. So
Super excited.
Me too.
hopefully, yes. Murmur. Hold on. Can we do it one more time?
Let's go.
Murmur.
Fiesta.
We'll be in the streets this weekend, so make sure you hit us up and see where we're going to be at. We hope to see you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and supporting. We appreciate you. I hope you'll have a great night. Have a great week. Be safe. And as always, support local. Peace.
Support
That's right.
local. Amen.
What's going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Nights with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for
Late Nights with All Access.
This King Terrin in the building. Tune in every Monday.
Night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night. Every single Monday night. To Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.